I didn't find any hair on your shirt. So. Who's that bald bitch? Lem, put fingers in it while you pee. The heck no. Also girls. I wanna hold it while you pee. No. I gave you life, love, clothes, studies, education. What else did you expect from me? 12-year-old me chilling in bed when I finally realized the implications of my mom being 28 and my incarcerated real dad being 47. Nice to meet you, Robin. I'm the professor. He made US in his laboratory by accident. It's okay, professor. I was an accident, too. The perfect girl doesn't exist. Bigfoot sightings. Fursuit owners. 1940. 2023. In 1920, 8-year-old Samuel Reshevsky played chess with several chess masters at once. He lost every single game. This is how Mercedes-Benz advertised their strong headlight. Cool, now I can actually become blind when driving at night. Make a wish foundation here for Timothy Williams. What's your wish? I wish I was Batman for a day. Williams. If Santa isn't real, then who just got into my apartment without a key? Checkmate non-believers. Help, I think I'm being robbed. Ernest Hemingway claimed he was followed by the FBI for years. Everyone thought he was losing his mind. The FBI's gang stalking contributed to his suicide. A few years ago the FBI released his file. Turns out, they were following him and had placed him under constant surveillance. Hi, do you accept children under the age of 2 at the festival? No, just credit card or cash, thanks. If Wolverine's daughter has healing powers too, she will always be a virgin then. Deep thoughts with the deep parrot that was trained by drug dealers to alert them of police presence and is refusing to speak after being detained. I hate it when my girlfriend cheated on me with a shark. I hate it when my girlfriend turns into the moon. 5 below. $555. What's the wildest place you've masturbated in? Turn around. Lab-grown black hole behaves just like Stephen Hawking said it would. The what? What brings you on? I want to call people and talk dirty. Normal guy selfies. I can see that you searched for normal guy selfies. Gay test. If you see Spider-Man, I've got bad news for you. Imagine cranking your hog in your Las Vegas hotel room and you look up, and the video orb just staring at you like this. Poff, you just found out you weren't ghosted. The boy you were talking to was just sentenced to 2 years in prison. He used a call from prison to tell his brother to text you to let you know where he has been. Been more suicidal than usual lately. Lem, hit before you go. The biodegradable burial pot turns your body into a tree. Plant a walnut tree on top of me so people can eat my nuts forever. Hawaii. Scuba diver hospitalized after his penis gets stuck in giant clam. Pahila, Hawaii. A scuba diver is being hospitalized at Core Hospital on the island of Hawaii after he inserted his penis into a giant clam while recreational diving. He always gets so excited when I take him to the dog park. Telling my parents I'm a furry. I'm now homeless. Dear God, please make my mom and dad get back together. Who's this guy? Now that their guests are all satisfied, perhaps it is time to satisfy their cooks. OUI. Just give me a moment to clean up. Pop. What am I going to do? I don't know how to please a woman. Relax, it's just nature. Put me in control, I'll show you how it's done. Alright, but promise me you'll be gentle with her. Linguini, I had no clue you were such an animal. Hey. Putrid maggot. Foul beast. Release the princess or suffer the consequences. Snarl. What does he look like? Old. Nasty, very rude and full of himself. I don't know, I don't think so. Inhales. You fool. I see your heart, there is nothing there but lust for golden glory. Let the whole kingdom know. Only a young pure-hearted adventurer would be capable of taking the princess away from me. Here's hoping, Betty. Thanks, Wendy. That was not what I was expecting. Did the good guys win World War II? Yes, 40%. Number 42%. Not sure, 18%. 112,210 votes. Final results. Hospitals introduce sperm extractors for people who don't want to masturbate. If I wanted to stick my dick into something the general public has been using, I would just get back with my ex-girlfriend. When Kim Kardashian got famous for sucking dick, but all you got was a suspension from school. Map of every recorded battle in history. It's missing the dot of me in the bathroom right now. Thanks for fixing my mental health. I literally just let you suck my titties. Sending unsolicited dick pics is now illegal in Texas and could result in a $500 fine. Sir, you're accused of sending dick pics. It wasn't you, huh? Pull your dick out, we'll decide that. Praying for better gay sex in the Vatican. Priests gone wild. Top church official says gay sex within the Vatican has never been worse. Gay Garfield. Gay Garfield. MMM. Lasagna. And cock. Alabama man gets sister pregnant after unknowingly having sex with her when she cosplays as Marissa. CBS News point us. Not much to see, just a pic of headquarters of the Department of Roads in Nepal. Department of Roads. Florida got oranges, Georgia got peaches, what your state got? The best fentanyl your neighbor's catalytic converter can buy. Empathy will suck and drain you completely dry. Anybody got empathy number? God feared horny men enough to give nutting a cooldown. We really got nerfed up. We were too overpowered. Alabama man, 35, is charged with illegally owning an tax girl he fed meth and called these nuts. Worthing high school worker accused of having sex with student. Sources. Arrest the student. You make me so fucking angry, more than anyone I've ever met. You're single-handedly ruining my life. Man, what I do? Holy shit, I'm so sorry Hamza, I meant to send that to my wife. I'm really sorry. Breaking news. An active World War II era bomb has been found in a construction area. This 100-pound bomb most likely failed to explode during the bombing raid, but still active and dangerous. The bomb squad is on their way to handle it. Plus 1000 experience points. Pressing the YouTube key instead of doing homework. Netflix. Xvideos. YouTube. Fuck zodiac signs, which rage quitter are you? The keyboard smasher. The emotional breakdown. The face grabber. The screamer. I don't rage quit often, but when I do I take a deep breath, close the game, set my controller down and relax. Then I beat my wife. Saw the craziest rock formation. Italy. Spain. India. Detroit. Life pro tip, do not pour hot or even warm water on your windshield to outsmart the storm and melt the frost/ice quickly. It will crack your windshield. Fake news. As the owner of a windshield installation company, I can verify this is exactly what you should be doing every morning. Apparently being a forklift operator at a boatyard is fun as fuck. Caution. No pedestrians. Maybe if we didn't give serial killers such cool names like the Night Stalker, and we'd instead call them the Small PP Killer, we'd have less serial killers. If you're sleeping and someone blows air on your eyes won't react, but if you're awake, they will flutter a bit. That's how I check if someone is really sleeping. Learned it from my scout leader who is now in prison. Yeah, I can take 5 guys at once. Yeah, I can take 5 guys at once. Watermelons. 1 for $3. 3 for $10. An old man was selling watermelons. His price list reads, 1 for $3 and 3 for $10. A young man stopped by and bought 3 watermelons one by one, paying $3 for each. As the young man was walking away, he turned around and said, "Hey old man, do you realize I just bought 3 watermelons for $9 instead of $10? Maybe business is not your thing." The old man smiled and mumbled to himself, "People are funny. Every time they buy 3 watermelons instead of 1, yet they keep trying to teach me how to do business." No one. Absolutely no one. Single moms on a first date. That glazed glow that only slugging can create. All you need is Vaseline healing jelly. Vaseline slugging. Before slugging. After slugging. We were talking about skincare. Thanks for making this weird. This asshole thought that, just because he was driving some fancy expensive vehicle, he could go as fast as he wanted and weave in between cars. So I got in front of him and slowed down to 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. LMAO. Fucking ambulances, I swear. You wanna be my man? You gotta read this. AirTag. Roses are red, I have depression. Man kills his best friend for not saying no homo after 10-hour anal session. Hey Greg, wanna play human? Sure Steve. I have so much depressions. I have to drive to work, only to afford gas to drive to work again tomorrow, laughing out loud. I've gotta pee. I want to drink something warm. Looks like we both have something to gain here. Your property, madam, and we hope this unfortunate incident hasn't upset you too. Help. Police. SS, save me. Him being black adds to the realism. When the Lego set says 7 to 12 years, but you swallow all the pieces in 30 minutes. What's the capital of Austria? Berlin. What's the capital of France? Berlin. What's the capital of Poland? Berlin. You failed your geography test? We'll see. Let me throw a real wrench in the works. I just realized, is King Triton just naked? Dad, this is my girlfriend. You deserve better, don't settle for this. But Dad, I love her. I'm talking to her. Vegetables, we need to be stored in special conditions, with ideal humidity and temperature. Potatoes. My daughter got caught skipping school yesterday, so this morning I walked her all the way to the front door of the school, to make sure she didn't miss another day. Saudi Arabia accidentally prints textbook showing Yoda sitting next to the king. Good relations with the Saudis, I have. With your current account balance, which Apple product can you buy? Apple juice. Never forget The Weeknd was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award for a song about doing so much cocaine that you can't feel your face. When your girl says she is out with her friends, but her friends are out with you. No text detected in this meme. Condoms are not biodegradable. 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 If you care about the planet, have unprotected sex. Sexually transmitted diseases and babies are also not biodegradable. Laughing out loud. Babies are absolutely biodegradable. How do you explain this 4-year gap on your resume? That's when I went to Yale. That's impressive. You are hired. Thanks. I really need this job. Pause the video at a point where it looks like Tiny Bidden is giving Big Bidden a shoulder massage. When I was 5 my dog passed away. God takes the good souls early, grandma said. She's now a healthy 100-year-old. In case of emergency, hurl your enormous penis out the nearest window and climb to safety. Gitters. Asylum Street. 48T, 236. This nice man gives poor woman money because she's starving. Faith in humanity restored. That moment when you realize that poof has the same color eyes as Juan Decimo, but then you also remember that it was Cosmo that had the baby. Jazz music stops. Benatarokthedisco. Just had a message from a random guy asking to meet in the woods to compare dick sizes. Fucking weirdo didn't even turn up. First date. Her dad, I want her home before midnight. Me, but you already own her home. Dad, turning to daughter, if you don't sleep with him, I will. Couple with disgusting 33-year age gap defend their relationship. I've been in a similar situation myself. I'm 39 and have a 19-year-old girlfriend. Last year in a restaurant I was subjected to an evening of people shouting pedo, dirty old bastard, and you should be fucking ashamed. Completely ruined our 10-year anniversary. Kids today don't know how hot it is inside these rhinos. Of course I know multiplication tables. Dup. I. Just don't sit at them very often. My GF mad I fucked her twin like how TF was I supposed to know you'll look exactly the same. And now she tryna say I should have known, cause he got a dick. Son, if you masturbate too much, you'll geo blind. Dad, I'm over here. Boys who keep their account private are girls. Girls who keep their account public are hoes. Hey. It's Drake from Rap. I need you to Venmo me $13,000 for a new sound system, so I can hear my new album better. I'll let you have first listen, and VIP passes to a show of your choice. My name is Drac. Who wore it better, Taylor Swift or my dad? Spotted over the weekend in Kentucky. The Meth Machine. America sure is having some bad luck. It's almost like it was built on an ancient Indian burial ground. BZZZ. Hey mom, dad texted. He wants you to do something. I'm still at the bath. Be a darling and do it for me. Okay. BZZZ. 10 years ago today, I married my best friend. My wife's still really angry about it but me and Dave were drunk and thought it was funny. Why do I see a medium rare steak? Italy. Spain. India. Miami. Who are these two? Wrong answers only. Doctors. Don't text my daughter again. Our daughter. She calls me daddy too. Walmart loses $3 billion to theft each year, and if we all pitch in to help we can get that number a lot higher this year. Geo ahead mom, take away my XBOX. Nothing you do can unfuck the Thanksgiving turkey. My sister and I are having a mac and cheese battle to see who gets to cook it for Thanksgiving. Mine is on the left, hers the right. Who y'all with? Both of you need to be in prison. Even if me and my wife ever get a divorce, she will always still be my cousin, so she will always be family. Cousins by blood, married by choice. Disney. 2 girls. 1 cup. Irish girl sunbathing. No, not her. The other one. Do not click buttons with genitalia. Cameras are watching. The University of Alabama. House 4 and 5 minutes from the beach 8 seconds if you fall. Patience has its limits, Buddha. I bet that was exciting. I need feminism because I'm tired of feeling unmanly for enjoying my girlfriend's strap on. Fat acceptance activist on the news was so fat they had to put her in landscape mode. If elevator does not move, do a small jump it should move after. You're dating someone new, and you have the opportunity to show them one movie that encompasses everything there is to know about you, your values, your fantasies, and your fears. What's the film? American Psycho. These flower shells are shotgun shells loaded with flower seeds instead of birdshot/buckshot. These shells can be shot into the ground to plant flowers. The idea is that instead of taking life from the world, you'll be giving life back. Police, we received a noise complaint. What's going on? Me, shotgun in hand gardening. Pocket pussy. This could be you. All I need is your address. All men are pigs. Women are equal to men. Me. The girls I like. So I sent my sister that image, and she sent back a picture of her dressed like that. How am I supposed to take this? Today exactly 7 years ago I asked Kim to be the mother of my doll baby for a school project. She was my crush, but until that day she had never spoken to me. We quickly realized we were great parents, and named our doll Sophia. I told Kim one day we would have a real daughter, and we would name her that. She laughed. It never crossed my mind then that 7 years later I would be holding Kim's daughter and would have the opportunity to support them as a stepfather. Thank you Kim for giving me a chance, even if it took 7 years. LOVEYOUKIMANDSOPHIA. Did you know? Kansas City welcomes 25 million visitors annually. Son, daddy, I'm scared. Is that woman going to die? Dad, judging by the size of that horse's dick, yes she is. When a bridge suddenly appears unexpectedly. Oshita Bridge. Transgender woman silences weirdo who sent her penis pic by sending one of hers back. A lot of people are criticizing Sony for raising the price of the PS5, but this is actually a good move and they're saving you money. For example, I was originally going to buy a PS5 for €499, but now I'm not buying a PS5 at all. The Four Horsemen of I can take the whole squad. Do you see it, or am I too far gone? Bad habits. Not an ideal boy. Disrespecting your parents. Not doing your homework. Smoking. Dacoity. Dealing heroin. Censor unprotected sex with prostitutes. Insider trading. Arms trading in East. Stem cell research. War crimes. Run illegal abortion clinic in the back of play school. Not washing hands before meals. Me after taking a life-changing decision, but it doesn't go as I planned. Shit. Homemade arm wrestling machine. Arm wrestling machine. $50. Bar. Are you religious? I'd like to introduce you to my religion. What's your religion? Adonatology, a religion where followers worship big curvy women's butts. I'm interested. If Mr. Krabs wore a hat, where would he put it? Women leaders say society stuck on seeing them through the lenses of their husbands. Don't identify us by our husbands, says Boniface Mwangi's wife. It finally happened. The flight attendant asked, "Is there a doctor on this flight?" and I leapt up and said yes. Did a tracheotomy at 30,000 feet with a razor blade and ballpoint pen. He didn't make it, but the thrill was undeniable. Thinking of going to doctor school now. Nut and Geo. Dip into your morning snack break. Abophobia. The irrational fear of palindromes, words that read the same forwards and backwards. Truth or dare? Truth. Would you eat my corpse if I died? Dare. Street fights. Anyone can learn this. I once saw two guys beating up an old lady, and using my experience I thought that I should jump in using my experience from the video. The old lady had no chance against the three of us. Where did little Jimmy go after getting lost in a minefield? Everywhere. That's really dark, mate. Yeah, but it got really bright for half a second. What a great idea. And you can keep the trucks running for warmth. I wish I had the perfect body. It is done. Poof. Nothing's changed. Correct. Wow, you're a wholesome genie. I'm a hallucination, take your meds. You know, Dr. Loring, there is more to life than math. I remember I got into an argument on Reddit a while ago with a person over Italian food. It got to the point they were following me into other subs to harass me. I clicked on their profile to block them, and their most recent post was them drinking their own piss on r/piss. At that moment I realized I had spent so much pointless time arguing about the taste of food with someone who drinks their own piss as a hobby. This site is a shithole. Oh my god, it's Bigfoot. Oh my god, it's Tiny Wiener. See anything cool lately? No, shut up. Made some fish tacos for lunch today, and they came out amazing. So I asked an old man for a financial advice and he showed me this picture. I have been trying to understand it since 0000. Multi-track drifting. Remember when Ms. Frizzle took the kids to go get nutted on by salmon? How many are you cooking for? I just want this so I can put my dick in here and see how many people it feeds. When you take your kid to McDonald's, but they have no money to buy any. New advertising concept would turn the night sky into ads. People would see brands instead of seeing stars when they look up. If I ever look up at the night sky and see a space billboard, I'm becoming a terrorist. If she's single, it's 1 versus 20. If she's taken, it is 1 versus 1. Work smarter, not harder. Today my psych professor said, you'll never truly know someone well enough to marry until you've seen them struggle financially, grieve a lost one, or witness them while they're sick. And that just hit really deep. Truly amazing advice. First date ideas: freeze their assets, kill one of their loved ones, poison their fucking dinner. When the US keeps blowing up your ride home. How to make Filipino. I'm only 19 and I pay my own car insurance, bills, and have my own place. You're 20 plus still living off your parents' lol. You live in Indiana. Your total costs per month is probably $2 and a sack of corn. When I was a kid I thought vegetarian and lesbian was the same thing. Well, both lifestyles do lack meat. I'm actually quite the anomaly. My parents were humans. All cops are bastards. Black lives matter. Cops drink piss, and not in the cool way. Son, here's a riddle. What has 4 legs but isn't alive? Nice try, Dad. It's a chair. Not this time, son. You're the one responsible for the worms in your GF Sanus story. Aren't you? I have to know. Is it real or just a shitpost? I must know. 10-year-old me praying every night before my mom's surgery, only to find out years later it was a boob job. So I got my first tattoo, home job. Why did you get the Star of David tattooed on you? You never striked me as a religious person. It's a pentagram, laughing out loud. Penta, 5 points. Yours has 6, which makes it the Star of David. I'm sorry, what? It's gonna be okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Now Gio, tell that family you're the reason their son died. This gorgeous house with an entire prison in it can be yours for only $350,000. Smoke free day. Alcohol free day. Coffee free day. Masturbation free day. My boyfriend had a long day at work today. So as a little treat I peed in his bed. Don't bully me, I'll come. 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 Lan, are you drinking hydrogen peroxide? It says H202. That means it's the sequel to water. My dad showed me a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation on why one should always wear a condom during sex. All the slides were just pictures of me. Paralyzed teen learned to walk, hit by car. And paralyzed again. Before crash. As Jade is now. I don't know what she means, but she has my full support. Your task is to blow a job interview in the first 30 seconds. What do you do? How strict is the sexual harassment policy? Maybe I'll bite, maybe I won't. Are you willing to take that risk? Beware of dog. Any last wishes? I'd like to see my son for the last time. Mrs. Schmidt. You don't have a son. Oh. In that case, I want to bang Tom Selleck on a yacht. Point of view, it is your first day in the gym, ready to lose some weight. You look out the window. You see a fat man falling. It is 1945. SLPT, don't get a pet that lives a long time. A dog that lives to be 18 years old is a dog that'll be super old for multiple years towards the end. It can be heartbreaking to watch them slowly die of old age, and it only ends when you choose to put them down. Get a French bulldog instead. The ideal pet is a guinea pig. They only live for 5 to 7 days and don't require any food or water. Berlin to Warsaw in one tank. A woman flipped me off and honked at me in the McDonald's drive-through because I was taking too long to order. So I paid for her food. When I got to the food window, I showed them both receipts and took her food. Not today, Satan. Send me a pic, lol. WTF. Is that Grand Theft Auto? No, it just looks bad cause I have an Android. Oh word. You thick as shit, lol. New Orleans. Man says his threat to blow up a bathroom had nothing to do with a bomb. Be me. Be white. Have job in landscaping for multiple homeowners associations. Work with a lot of Latinos who speak little to no English. White lady comes up to me. Oh thank God, someone who speaks English. Start speaking back to her in Dutch. During a video call, I realized that my co-worker had an extremely high quality webcam. I asked her about it and she said she streams regularly. I asked her for her Twitch and she asked, what's Twitch? I mean, objectively speaking, a data is a younger and hotter version of her wife, D. Photo Express Point in Imaging Specialists and Photographic Studio. We can shoot your wife and frame your mother-in-law if you want. We can hang them too. Don't worry, nothing to be afraid of. When you wake up you will have a brand new heart. That's it, let the anesthetic take hold. Nurse, bring the laptop closer to the table. Turn up the volume to the maximum. YouTube, how to perform heart surgery. Olives. Olive oil. Extra virgin. Lightly fucked. Lightly fucked. My man works so hard, the least I can do is send him off with lunch. You all can say what you want, but even a provider needs to be provided for. Huh, he's probably thinking about other women. Him, my dog understands human words, but I don't understand any dog barks. Maybe he's smarter than me. How are unicorns fake, but giraffes are real? Like, what's more believable, a horse with a horn or a leopard moose camel with a 40-foot neck? Little Billy loved the ocean. But one day the ocean left. Billy cried, thinking the ocean didn't love him back. Boy was he wrong. Anxiety tip: next time you cringe over some embarrassing moment you had years ago, try to remember other people's embarrassing moments. You can't, can you? That's because you're the only embarrassing human to exist. Everyone else is always thinking about how cringy you are. Barbie's Crack House. Man watches porn with friends, shockingly discovers GF acting in adult film. Huh. At least we have money, right? I fucked your mom last night, idiot. Not cool, man, she killed herself. Fuck. Sorry man, I didn't know. After seeing your tiny dick. What games lets me play as a fat ugly bastard? Real life. The puppy and his owner, both homophobic. Bernard A. Harris Jr. The best part was getting your picture taken while deadlifting a 3,000-pound barbell. There's no gravity, so it's super easy to lift, but you still look really strong. Terry W. Vert says no golf there. Charles Duke, imagine your body as a potato. Now, imagine no gravity acting on that potato, and bingo, that's what space feels like. Barry Wilmore, you never know true beauty until you see Earth from space, or true terror until you hear someone knocking on the space station door from outside. You look through the porthole and see an astronaut, but all your crew is inside and accounted for. You use the comm to ask who it is, and he says he's Ramirez returning from a repair mission, but Ramirez is sitting right next to you in the command module and he's just as confused as you are. When you tell the guy this over the radio, he starts banging on the door louder and harder, begging you to let him in, saying he's the real Ramirez. Meanwhile, the Ramirez inside with you is pleading to keep the airlock shut. It really puts life on Earth into perspective. South Korean Professor Cho Ji-won invented a toilet that turns poop into energy and pays people in digital currency. A person defecates 500 grams per day, converted into 50 liters of methane gas which generates 0.5 kilowatt hours. Toilet users earn ghoul, a literal shitcoin. Because when you're good at something, apparently you get your own parking spot. Reserved for B-Point Jail Lord. How do you even recover from this? What does mood aft mean? Mood as fuck. Like my current mood, or whatever. Why did you comment that under a video of a gorilla throwing his own shit? Hold on. Let him cook. Moving my sister's mattress today. Wonder what she stores under there. Bro, I have two bad news for you. Combine them. Your girlfriend is cheating on both of us. Would you sacrifice 3 inches of your shrimp to gain 7 inches in height? I ain't got enough to sacrifice. Card declined. Jason, you're just like a big brother to me. A big step brother. I saw your browser history. This Peter ad looks like they had a threesome with a chicken and it blew their minds. Meat interrupts your sex life. Meat and dairy clog your arteries and can lead to erectile dysfunction. Fruits and vegetables do quite the opposite. Go vegan. Peter. Can I breed with this cat? What breed is this cat? What is this? It's so cute. It's a new species, so we call it the dog. I want them on Earth now. Sir, they couldn't possibly proliferate with all the dinosaurs roaming around. Nuke the lizards. Nothing triggers my anxiety like this stupid Chromecast button. Just a little life hack to know which key goes in the front door and which goes in the back door. I am a bomb technician. If you see me running, try to keep up. Ma'am, do you serve crackers? Honey, we serve everybody. When you see your sister making TikToks, you won't get anything done hoeing like that. We've been struggling how to tell people this, but after much counseling and the support of our loved ones, we think it is best to be honest. After taking a DNA test, my husband and I discovered that we have the same biological father. We are half brothers. You and me. Has anyone seen my eye patch? Pool cleaning. Me, wow lady, your pool is filthy. Huh, so am I. Me, probably because you're swimming in that pool. Huh, maybe you could clean me off. Me, I just do pools. Porn director, cut. What's something from your childhood that you didn't realize was super kid up until you were an adult? My dad used to like to go hunt for antiques in abandoned houses. He took me with him a couple of times. Turns out the houses were only abandoned between 8 to 5 p.m. This is how you eat ice cream though. How to die peacefully. Wiki how. Move the bowl please. Nothing beats getting stoned in the woods with your dog. When my mom said I can't wear bikinis because it makes my brother uncomfortable. Cactus. I'm proud to be a virgin, and I will remain a virgin till I die, because I want to be a good example to my children. I just realized that never is a contraction of not ever. And blush is a contraction of blood rush. Also studying is a contraction of student dying. I have an imaginary girlfriend. I'm 18 male, I've never dated and this has been affecting me in some way. Since December of last year my mind has created an imaginary girlfriend and I nicknamed her Bianca. Her style is electronic girl. When I'm alone with no one around I start talking to her about my tastes, family, and desires in life. When it's time to sleep I imagine her lying next to me in bed and there are times when I squirm in bed as if I had sex with her. Is this normal or do I need a psychologist? Remember her. This is her now. Feel old yet? This milk is so mellow, yet rich, that it'll make you wish your mother were a milk tank. Look at the size of my new television compared to my dishwasher. Hi. I'm PayPal's virtual agent. To get started, simply ask me a question. I'm still learning, so if I can't help you, I'll direct you to additional resources. I got scammed. Laughing my ass off. Self-driving cars aren't even hard to make laughing out loud, just program it not to hit stuff. If going to hit stuff, don't. No text detected in this meme. Me staring at Superman after my 12-hour shift, just to see him throw my car to the villain and miss. I'm gonna be sick. Dude, it's ketchup. I swear. Hey. It really is ketchup. Told you. An hour earlier. I was riding in an Uber with a gay male colleague when his Grindr app notification went off on his phone. The female Uber driver said, "I know that sound, my husband plays that game all the time." Hey, no offense, but it weirds me out a little when you call me daddy in bed. You're not a kid anymore. You can just call me dad. Transporter. Legals. 20 Chick McNugget share box. All that food and you decide to eat your desk. How to succeed as an artist. 1. Have rich parents. 9-year nephew. Hey, smell this. You lick the puss. Me, mute Stevie Watt. 9-year-old nephew. It's so good. Smell it. You lick the puss. Me. 9-year-old nephew hands me a candle jar. Me. It's pronounced eucalyptus. The longer you stay single the more they fuck your future wife. Grandma said in her day she did 3 times the work you do. In Grandma's day they had cocoa in the soda. Wow, this is beautiful. I could create this look for you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Me watching reruns of The Simpsons to find out what we have to deal with next. When I was 16 I lost my virginity to a tree. My iPhone was stolen, and every time they take a picture it gets uploaded to my iCloud. If you know who this is, please help. That man has an RPG, you're not getting your phone back. You wake up to this, and your first words are, "Be gentle, it's my first time." Hol up. Me and my adult cousins laughing as we realize that our table can now be called the adult table. My nana, with zero hesitation, "Really? I thought it was the virgin's table." He was a good man and a better friend. God, I'm gonna miss him so much. Here's to you, Greg. Dudes in the 1700s hitting it from the back. Raid my setup, ignore my cat. If this can happen to Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, then us mere mortals have no chance. Harry Potter and the unidentified object. So my uncle got a drone, now he's fucking with people. At least he isn't fucking you anymore. What's an unfun fact? Dolphins fuck people. They said unfun facts. I hate to break it to you, son, but if you have to say, I'm an alpha male, you aren't an alpha male. I'm an alpha male dating a transgender woman. People say our love is wrong, but I will never stop fighting for us. Got, you have probably 70 to 80 years at most before you die, ideally. Man, oh well, I'll make the most of. Got, you'll be unconscious for 1/3 of the time. Man, got, asterisk cleans in asterisk, that'll be your favorite part. Recipes to take down the patriarchy, a feminist cookbook. Reclaiming the kitchen, cultivating community, and smashing the patriarchy, one recipe at a time. Do you ever cook something in the microwave, but it's still really cold in the middle, and you just keep eating it instead of heating it longer, because life is pointless and entropy is unavoidable and the universe is filled with callous and casual destruction? I hope it's a PlayStation 5. You can use it at Walmart to get a free PlayStation 5. When you're walking home and come across a naked corpse. I shouldn't. Go fuck yourself. Fuck me yourself, you coward. My mom making me come say hi to somebody I knew as a baby. He was eating my safe from behind, and his nose accidentally touched my butthole, so I clenched my cheeks and said, got your nose, haven't heard from him since. And your first wishes? Triple world hunger. UHM. And your second? Double student debt, also speed up climate change. Hollywood. Hungry Jack. Free. No text detected in this meme. I was standing in the line at McDonald's yesterday, and just as I got to the counter my boyfriend kissed me and then loudly said, you are the best sister ever, and walked away, and the girl in McDonald's looked at me in disgust, and I've never wanted to die so much in my life. Good girlfriend would have played along and said, you taste like dad. Yesterday I asked my 12-year-old son what other kids at school think about him having two dads. His response, they don't care, but they don't like how I am immune to yo mama jokes. Yo mama so ugly, yo dad had to get a husband. My town had a really bad storm 2 days ago, and my neighbor lost the roof of his house and the poor guy doesn't have insurance. I've decided to start a GoFundMe to raise $, so I can go to Hawaii for a few weeks cause he's about to start doing construction, and I hate being around all that noise. One time I met a nice old guy who took me to his magical island, where I met all my favorite celebrities. After hearing voices in the basement, Bert realizes that 2 shots weren't enough. Why did you become a pilot? To overcome my biggest fear. Heights. Dying alone. Genie, you have 3 wishes. Me, I would want to become my rich neighbor's son. Genie, okay, you still have 3 wishes. In the 2015 film Jurassic World, Chris Pratt's character carries this stainless mole in 1895. It is the only version on their website, rated for a T-Rex. Works too. I shot a T-Rex 2 days ago. Dropped like a sack of potatoes. Still don't know why it was carrying a bucket of candy though. We'll talk about the hairstyles later, let's talk about the guy on the bicycle. You can either eat your salad or you're going on timeout. I'll take the timeout, I saw what you did with that cucumber last night. This is Vladimir Putin, President of Russia. Some people kidnapped me and put my duplicate in Russia. I didn't start the war, he did. I escaped and now hiding in your country. Can you send me 3000 RS so I can go back to Russia and stop this war? This is real me. I can send selfie. My grandpa fought in WWII as some kind of electrician. He had 2 lightning bolt emblems on his helmet. How are motherfuckers bisexual and still single? It's like playing on both teams and still losing. This thing that came out of my girlfriend 11 years ago keeps following me around and asking for food. Please stay safe out there, guys. Brazzers. Have you ever ate a date? Ate a date? Yes. What's that mean? Like ate their ass? It's a fruit. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Identical twin brothers Josh and Jeremy married identical twin sisters Brittany and Brianna. Both couples gave birth to baby boys at the same time. Although technically cousins, the boys are genetically brothers. It gets more weird. Both families live together in the same house. Got a PlayStation 5 for my little brother. Best trade I ever did. Home can be a house. Home can be an ocean. Home can be the mountains. Home can be a person. New York, a 6-year-old boy was at the center of a New York City courtroom drama yesterday when he challenged a court ruling over who should have custody of him. The boy has a history of being beaten by his parents, and the judge initially awarded custody to his aunt, in keeping with child custody law and regulation requiring that family unity be maintained to the highest degree possible. The boy surprised the court when he proclaimed that his aunt beat him just like his parents and he refused to live with her. When the judge then suggested that he live with his grandparents, the boy cried and said that they also beat him. Now learning that violence was apparently a way of life for the family, the judge took the unprecedented step of allowing the boy to propose who should have custody of him. After conferring with the child welfare officials, the judge granted temporary custody to Manchester United, whom the boy firmly believes are not capable of beating anyone. Dude, your rent is $500. Girl, I don't have that much money with me. You done zipping? I think you can pay through some other way. Dad who just wants to play Monopoly with his kids. When someone sits on a man's lap, can you feel their dick? It's nearly Christmas, an opportunity to find out for yourself in a socially acceptable way. When the genie misunderstands your wish. Boy, 5, takes cocaine to school, says it makes him feel like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. If he takes enough it will make him feel like Uncle Ben. You got any kids? Nah, but my baby mamas do. No text detected in this meme. When you pray to get rich in church and someone brings you a bowl of money. Thanks, man. Since a lot of you don't know the difference, grammar is important. Breaks. You were always right, mom. Mobile phones, internet, social media really destroyed my life. The Fast and the Furious. When your crackhead uncle joins Facebook and set up his first profile picture. Every girl does this when they get drunk. Then yell I every 6 minutes. $50 and it's whatever you want, baby. Will you beat up my baby mama? When you pick up your homie in your girlfriend's car and his Bluetooth says we're connected. When you ask her for a sandwich and she calls her friend over but all you wanted was a ham and cheese. I can't sleep shaking my head. So stop doing coke. How single mothers show up to their kids' football games. Did you get my pussy picture? You ain't got a different one. My homeboy already showed me that one. I'm about to risk it all for someone's nana. Imagine you wanna hit it from behind, and her grandma's looking at you like this. When she changes her status to single. I'm here, if you need me. Everything okay? Unsolicited dick pic. Want to talk? Unsolicited dick pic. Unsolicited dick pic. We can grab some coffee. When you're white, but the cop still gives you a ticket. I was told there would be privileges. Jehovah Witnesses training camp. Nasty. I know I smelt yo panties while you were asleep, that's why I left. When she tell you put yourself in my shoes. The Uber is gonna be $150 back and forth. Can you call it for me? So, Cloud. What would you like to drink? Your turn, honey. Oh no, you landed on my hotel. Haha. Haha. I love you. Oh no 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 no. Desire is the root of all suffering, girl. Happy birthday, daughter. I hope you like the gift. PS5. Watch Dogs. Queen Victoria, according to Hollywood. Keep fighting the patriarchy, Queen. Amen, sister. Queen Victoria, in reality. Keep fighting the patriarchy, Queen. Why are you speaking without a husband present? No text detected in this meme. My German girlfriend likes to rate my sexual performances on a scale of 1 to 10. Last night we tried anal. She kept yelling 9. That's the best I've ever done. You're offered $50,000, but if you accept it, the person you hate most in the entire world gets $100,000. Are you taking it? Yes. Why wouldn't I want $150,000? Can I ask you a question? You just did. Can I ask you 2 questions? You just did. Can I ask you 4 questions? No. Why? You just did. Listen here, you little shit. Girls. You look like a porn star. You. Guys. You look like a porn star. Thanks, brother. Dating a church girl is the best. I cheat, she finds out, we pray together, and blame the devil. Around 60 people agreed to stab Julius Caesar. At the end of it, Caesar's body only had 23 stab wounds. Even back then, not all the members for a group project would do their part. When you're dyslexic and accidentally write to Satan instead of Santa, this nightstand turns into a baton shield for self-defense. Americans. Sisters donate their kidneys to strangers to honor their dad who died from kidney failure. So kidney failure runs in the family and they donate a kidney. Met my daughter's teacher tonight. It was heartbreaking. She was working at her second job. Teachers are the most underpaid, underappreciated, yet most valuable people in the world. So anyway, I gave her $50 for a lap dance, so I'm doing my part. That was no microdose, Timmy. If your dick had a theme song, what would it be? Law and Order intro. I asked if this was on the front or back of her leg. Now I'm blocked. Made with love. You promised me you'd never sleep with another woman again. Relax, it's the same woman. The Holy Bible. Signed copy. It's okay to be yourself. No. This is a costume party. You can't come in. Slam. Happiness is my costume. Plop. Dudes will pay $10 for a Call of Duty skin, but think OnlyFans is ridiculous. Can your tits glow different colors whenever I shoot someone with it? No. Mother finds out her son's bride is her long-lost daughter on their wedding day after spotting birthmark on her hand, but marriage goes ahead because the groom had been adopted. Masturbating man, Pompeii, 79, Era. This man saw his entire world crumbling to fire and ash and decided to crank one out before facing eternity. Legend. Our ancestors that died from poop related illnesses watching us lick each other's buttholes for funsies. Your girlfriend. Her dad. Her brother. Her first love. Her ex. You. Surprise visit to see my girl's apartment for the first time. 1. She already has the toilet seat up for me. 2. Turn on the TV, already on ESPN 3. Look in the closet, a man so I can make a new friend. An accommodating queen. Nobody. Animation studios in early 2000s. Every life is worth. They are precious lives, not meals. Holds fish out of water. In the zoo. As great a place for anyone as. Okay, so first off, me and my family love to visit all different types of zoos, elephants being my all-time favorite. When we took my daughter to see the elephants, I was mortified by the absolute lack of care and concern. This elephant had the largest erection I have ever seen. My daughter began asking me what that was, and she's only 3. If the staff took care of these poor animals and relieved them, then maybe my 3-year-old wouldn't be asking about gigantic elephant erections. If we are sinking, why are we 200 feet in the air? Hold up. Hi, do you accept children under the age of 2 at the festival? No, just credit card or cash, thanks. Folks who don't give you a recipe because it's a family secret are very odd. First of all, it's not like your family is living off these cinnamon rolls, and secondly, you've told me you cheat on your wife before, so like, is it fucking clove or not? A guy near me was caught on camera breaking into an open farm to fuck the llamas. My uncle's brother's son was caught pants down in the peacock pen at the local petting zoo. Men enjoy mentally unstable women more, study says. But she is so hot. Do not stick your dick in crazy. Dad, we just got back from parent-teacher conferences. You've been expelled. Kid, but I'm homeschooled. Dad, you have 24 hours to get out. Girls named Anna/Hannah on their way to use the word banana when creating their username. Joke's on you, I'm way more creative than that. Do twins have same penis length? No. My kid's dad and my husband are identical twins, but husband's much bigger. Our class congratulated Titiron and Anisha for being black. Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, whatever it is, it's heading for the World Trade Center. Harry Potter, 52, of Greenville. Crack possession. Mom, come help me get the groceries out of the car. Me. My mom won't buy me off because I'm a girl. When I was 4, my mom took me on the wave runner and ran over 2 men and didn't tell anyone. Expasingmimum.com. You know you're getting old when you walk by 4 priests and you don't even get a wink. Let's give a round of applause for those couples that were destined since the first episode. These rings let you feel your partner's heartbeat anywhere in the world. FaceTime me right now, Marcus. I know your resting heart rate and this ain't it. You running at 3 AM. Since hair can't be preserved in fossils, we can't rule out the possibility that dinosaurs looked like this. Nobody looking at that fucking giraffe. What's wrong? I get bullied at work. But you work from home. Read the part again where she burns her whole mouth on my porridge. Just for men, mustache and beard. Just for men, mustache and beard. 7.247.247.247.24. B23. Marry hot chick cougar whose husband died. Rebound sex was cray. She has daughter my age. My single dad thinks my wife's daughter is a fox. What's dad point JPG? They date for a few months and get married. My stepdaughter is now my stepmother. My father is my son-in-law. WTF point eggs. Have kid with cougar wife. Dad has kid with my stepdaughter. My baby became a brother-in-law to dad. My baby is now my uncle. Jerry Springer PNG. My dad's kid is my sister and my stepdaughter's baby, thus my grandchild. My wife is my stepmother's mother, who is now a grandma to my new half sibling. I'm married to my grandma. I'm my own grandpa. Jenny Kim. A lot of girls didn't like me this year, but their boyfriends did. Oh no. We forgot to say grace. Naya haha, too late motherfucker. Mine. Wanted. Man to dress in pink wetsuit and play the bagpipes while I masturbate. Call Alan on 078. No weirdos please. I wish I gave him some pussy before he died. Me, who said that? Bro-weru. You better not be ripping me off. Been waiting here for almost an hour. Sorry, your dealer was arrested for methamphetamine possession. Want a donut? They're healthier than meth. When the only reason you were chosen to model was because bullying fit on your back. Stop bullying. Teacher, if you don't do my work I'll call your parents. The Orphan. Lesbian Brokeback Mountain remake starring Margot Robbie and Emma Watson confirmed. I'm conflicted. On one hand, if this were true I'd be annoyed with Hollywood trying to remake every movie with female leads because my vagina feminism. On the other hand would be lotion. This escape room sucks. Once again sir, this is a psych ward. What you mean I can't turn myself in and get the money? Arrested after calling Crimastapa. Man tries to turn himself in for award money. Apparently it costs the NHS over £300,000 a year to remove foreign objects from people's rectums. Why aren't we removing British objects instead? Was Brexit all for nothing? Jerry Patton, London. My dick is called life. Life is hard. Life is also short. NASA just got a rare look inside Uranus. Here's what they found. Easy there, NASA. Disney really gifted us with some fine ass women part 2. I got you a book. I instantly thought of you when I saw it. Mr. Lovenstein presents failure. So I'm chilling in the locker room and Bron says, yo Luca, watch this. Then he just starts clapping. With no hands. That's when I knew he was the greatest ever. Luka Doncic. On his favorite LeBron James story. Decided to go for a walk on the beach and got freaked out when I thought I ran into a KKK meeting. Turns out they're just closed beach umbrellas. So you've never seen The Lion King? Nope. Oh dear, better get the tissues ready. I'm hardly going to jack off to a bunch of lions. The Teletubbies son baby has a baby. We've been alive for too long. After my prostate exam the doctor left and the nurse came in. As she shut the door she whispered 3 words no man wants to hear. Who was that? Shrimp and some head for $13? This gotta be the greatest deal in the history of mankind. The juicy seafood. Snow crab legs $21. Crawfish, seasonal, $10. Shrimp, with head, $13. Shrimp, no head, $sign. 17.00. Clams, seasonal. What if we rip the jung? On the jouch. What people think kidnappers look like. What I actually look like. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Don't do drugs. This is your butthole. This is your butthole in prison. Don't shoplift. If it's 1 or 1,000 sins you're still getting sent to hell. So why not go for 1 million sins and come down here a legend? Yo, what the fuck? Peace was never an option. Where is his thumb? I, too, was once a man trapped in a woman's body. Then I was born. Collab. I walked in on my older sister fingering herself with a carrot, and I got mad because I was going to eat that. Now it is going to taste like carrots. We are located in Chicago, Illinois. Don't ask, don't tell 100. We don't ask questions, we get the job done. Emergency details start at $200 plus. Embarks us about your car today. This movie theater lets you watch movies while relaxing in double beds. All fun and games till a random load lands in your date's hair. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. This is where I killed some losers' parents. I just watched an old couple get into their car and set off the alarm, and then try to turn it off for like 10 minutes before giving up and driving away with the alarm still going off. Now that I think about it, maybe I just watched an old couple steal a car. No items rate per peg. 1 whiskey 35/2. Vodka 22/3. Gin 18/4. Child beer 45/5. Child beer strong 50/6. Rum old monk 16/. Drink safe before driving. Order by Punjab police. Man spent 12 years in a coma. Says he heard everything including his mother saying I hope you die. I don't even have to be in a coma to hear that. No ma'am. A gangbang isn't proof you can work as part of a team. Help. Couple allegedly seeking divorce arrive caught in matching outfits. How are you, sexually? Add the word sexually at the end of a sentence. Let's see how weird this gets. I'm sorry to hear about your father passing away. Is there anything I could do, sexually? After a jog in Chicago. The UK's crime minister's bag was stolen at the police chief's conference. I think something went wrong with the subtitles. Night night dipshit. Dead man comes alive after ambulance hits pothole in Haryana, family. True story, when your gynecologist says she would set you up with her son, and you're a little desperate. My son would tear this up. Oh, this looks perfect for my boy. The real reason millennials have trust issues. Shock pull here chewing gum. My cousin got me with one of these at Disney Orlando before I fucked her silly in the hotel room. Oh no, not Germans. Daily Mail. Coronavirus simulation shows a single cough can spread Germans across 2 supermarket aisles. I'm German, and I hate when this happens. You are happily shopping, someone coughs and sends you flying across 2 aisles. The local old folks home had a garage sale. I got this cool gravy boat for just 0.25 cents. Mountain Dew voltage. Windex crystal rain. Hi, are these still selling? Would you ship to Spain if I pay for ship? I don't do international shipping, I'm afraid. Afraid of what? Do not be scared. I took a pic of my son getting an award with his teacher. What has 4 legs and isn't alive? Air. Had a nice try, Gran. It is your dog. He's dead, Emma. Home is a science. My school's mural of Albert Einstein and Walter White. Everyone at Scrudinger's funeral looking at his coffin. HMM. Princess. I have come for you. There is no princess in this castle. But dragon. You are my princess. There is nothing you can't do. April 2021. April 2020. How to become Pope. Laughing my ass off, thank you family, it worked. This is literally the one animal that should never be on coke. Cocaine sharks might be feasting on drugs dumped off Florida coast, scientists say. Ready to eject Linda? This action cannot be undone. Flight attendants will eject Linda from the plane mid-flight. Don't worry, your arrival time will not be impacted. Eject Linda. $2,703.50. Linda will be able to counter your ejection bid. View terms. Would you rather be stuck on an island all alone, or with one person you hate? Why? I would rather be on an island with someone I hate, so I have something to eat. From a resource maximization standpoint, the choice to utilize a low-utility social peer as a biomass reserve ensures a higher probability of survival for the primary actor, thus achieving a net positive survival outcome compared to guaranteed starvation. Love, do you want kids? Absolutely not. Me neither. Children, we need to talk. Chilling at the beach. What the hell is this guy doing? Fortnite added an Darth Vader using James Earl Jones' voice you can talk to through your mic. It's been out since this afternoon, and has so far. Swore. Said multiple slurs. Threatened to kill someone in real life. Said Pride Month is for the delusional. Eliminated players on the same side as him for calling him daddy. Said Spanish is a language used by smugglers. Asked someone if they like Chun Li's ass. Made a tier list of races. Me doing an unboxing video for my YouTube content. Everyone at the funeral. People, stop making fun of the Prius. Prius drivers. 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, off a cliff. Hello professor. I will be a little late to class today. I'm not sure how late, but I will be there. I have been trying to find a way out of my room for over 20 minutes. There is a very big bug between me and the door, and when I move, it moves, and when it flies its wings make this awful whirring noise like some vassal of horror. We are locked in a stalemate and I'm at every disadvantage, and I wholeheartedly believe the bug is aware of this. Respectfully, I'm in tears. I know a drug deal when I see one. It'd be an innocent meeting between friends if they were polar bears, wouldn't it? Do you kick your pets out of the room when you masturbate? Why or why not? Why would you masturbate if you have pets? I have 2 employees that usually leave work at 6 PM. They are good, but I don't like that their commitment lasts for work hours only. What should I do as a CEO? You should copy and paste this complaint into a table in Microsoft Word 2007, print it double-sided in landscape mode, fold it in half 8 times, soak it in olive oil, and shove it up your ass. French girls wearing their German boyfriends' uniforms during World War II. The original of stealing my boyfriend's hoodie. Boys literally have zero excuse for not having communication skills, because I've seen you all play group video games and you describe where you're at, like it's life or death. It's a lot easier to say, shotgun in the east hallway than it is to say, my crippling anxiety is ruining this relationship. Shotgun in hallway also sounds like a thing you can say in school. My grandfather killed around 23 Germans and downed 2 German planes in a single day during World War II. He was known as the worst plane mechanic in all of Germany. Let's go to my place, I want to show you something. I don't get it. Why does Shaq want to step on her? That's not his foot. Book banned at a school named after its author. The book Life is So Good, co-written by George Dawson, is banned at George Dawson Middle School in South Lake, Texas. The same George Dawson who wrote this book is the George Dawson the school is named after. Around 1,000 Jupiters could fit inside the sun. Around 1,300 Earths could fit inside Jupiter. Around 63 Earths could fit inside Uranus, 64 if you relax. This is the future liberals want. This is what an abortion looks like. These sick people blend babies. It has a name, a face, a tiny heartbeat. Look at the evil smile of the nurse. MAGA. End abortion. Edit. Stop saying this is for X-rays. Babies don't need X-rays. They have no bones. I'll never forget the time a girl cried in my arms cause her grandma died, and I got hard. Laugh all you want. In less than 20 years, everyone will be working from home just like me. Yeah, I don't think so. Kim Possible / first episode date June 7th, 2002. There are 4 types of men. In high school I was placed in the English bottom class, where a teacher said to my face I'd never make it as a writer. Today, 25 years later, after uncountable knockbacks from almost every publisher, I'm ecstatic to finally be able to announce that teacher has died. #NEVERGIVEUP. Bro, I faked being gay so I could sleep over with some baddies. Now they sucking and passing a dildo in a circle. It's almost my turn. What do I do? My wife hates being embarrassed, so we surprised her at the airport. Welcome back from prison, mom. Just saw my mechanic and his whole family going to church in my car. Presenting my newest invention. Just push this button and it'll start sucking all the dust and small particles off from the floor. We'll call it the vacuum cleaner. By golly, this is genius. Yeah. Zip. I just finished watching a really cool documentary on cocaine. I think I'm going to watch all documentaries this way from now on. If you're reading this, you've been in a coma for almost 20 years. We are trying a new technique. We don't know where this message will end up in your dream, but we hope we are getting through. Please wake up. Something that's non-negotiable for me is 1. I want my remains scattered around Disney World. 2. I do not want to be cremated. Food fight. Relief effort. Neither old doctors nor patients were embarrassed when doctors were putting their heads directly on women's chests to hear heartbeats. However, in 1816, there was a French doctor René Laennec who was ashamed of using that method to the extent that he thought about quitting his profession. One day he was leaning on the stump of a tree when he clearly heard the sound of a bird clicking on the top of the tree. He realized that sound waves reached to his ear through the tree despite the distance, so he got the idea of stethoscope, chestscope, and if he had not invented the stethoscope, more than 90% of our youth would have been doctors today. No text detected in this meme. Get some gas from my ass. Petroleum. 2 slices of pizza are the equivalent to swallowing 3 spoons of warm oil. Do you feel like eating pizza now? I've swallowed worse warm fluids. I like them thick AF. But Sir Newton, we can't write that. Then write this: the greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. Mr. Johnson, I have to talk to you. Please have a seat. Absolutely not. I know that trick. If I sit down, you'll tell me I'm gonna die. So I prefer standing. Fuck. This guy's good. See, your body is 70% water. And dad is thirsty. I hate when people say eat the rich, like grow up. Jeff Bezos is gonna feed what, 20 people? Maybe 30? We'd be better suited using the rich to fertilize high yield crops like potatoes or cucumbers. In this presentation I will explain an agricultural model based on the 1/10. Have you seen that potato peeler thingy? She left you 2 days ago. Before I met him. After we started dating. Homeboy got colonized. What the fuck? How to calm your angry girlfriend. SHHH. You're acting just like my ex. Hooters waitress taken into custody for allegedly dipping hot wings in her vagina on and off her period to rude customers. My sister's boyfriend wants to fight because I fucked his girl laughing my ass off. How I imagine kidnappers will look like when I was a kid. How I actually look. Do people in a coma still get their period, or does it just turn off till they wake up? It depends on the state of the body. There was a patient who delivered while comatose. She wasn't pregnant when she became comatose. I wrote you a little poem for Valentine's Day. Do you want to hear it? Do I have a choice? No. Roses are red. I like spaghetti. Especially with meatballs. When will it be ready? Why is the prince always with an underage girl? Some of you are upset about the new student loan forgiveness, and I was too. I worked 60 to 70 hours a week in a kitchen and drove the same beat car for 10 years to pay them off. I thought I had all been forgotten about, but today to my surprise I found this in my mailbox. Thank you. United States Treasury. Stimulus. Pay to the order of. Fuck you. My friend Kev died yesterday at 42 following a cardiac arrest. This is the last thing he ever said on social media. This is how he'd want to be remembered. I'd rather eat my own dick. Is G Fuel okay for a 13-year-old? Body fuels aren't recommended for those under 18, so I'm going to say no for 13 to 16-year-olds. 17 I'd consider a grey area. My 18-year-old son dated a 13-year-old girl. Ran into my ex at Chick Phil, and she spit in my drink like I'd be disgusted. LMAO I ate your ass. That ain't shit. Bon appetit bitch. IFR sat there and drank that shit in front of her like this. When the Death Eaters appeared in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005, I thought they were an evil version of the KKK. What do you mean evil version? Track your order. Domino's tracker. Know the status of your order from the moment it's placed to the second it leaves our store for delivery or is ready to be picked up. Fuck. Your delivery expert, Jeff, just hit a kid. He's not getting up. Wanna know a secret? Sure. I have no gag reflex. Wanna know a secret? Absolutely. My dick wouldn't reach it anyway. Ha 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 ha. You've been poisoned. Bye. When you pound down a sack of shrooms and realize peanut butter makes you invisible. I think we all deserve to know what's in those cages. Zoo. I almost went to jail because of the way my mom wraps my lunch. Kratos is on the nice list. You do know he killed people, right? Who hasn't? People always ask me how I'm so happy all the time. Sunning your holes for 2 minutes a day will increase your vibrations. Try it. They gave my client a life sentence, but I look spectacular. India is not for beginners. Punjab man dressed as his girlfriend to write exam on her behalf, caught. Freedom to Read Week. This book has been challenged, seized, banned, burned. In USSR, China, United States. Banned in USSR for being anti-communist. Banned in United States for being pro-communist. The book is 1984, which is neither. It is anti-authoritarian, which tells you a lot. You know, sometimes I wish the joke did not write itself. Been sitting in the air all night. Don't want to go into details, but the Dyson ball cleaner has a very misleading product name. Kick my ass to impress your girlfriend. Are you tired of your girlfriend thinking you're a fucking pussy? Well, for just a small fee you can prove her wrong and show her how much of a badass you truly are. Just set up a time and location for me to come harass your girlfriend / significant other, and then bam, you come in and rock my shit. Weekdays, $50, weekends $60. Is America a meme now? Police. God bless America. In Poland, people are rollerplaying as Americans. Here are the best photos. Merry Christmas. But where is Donald? How is it 2023 and nobody's come up with a satisfying explanation as to why cell phones never show up in our dreams if we're using them for 12 hours a day? When you sneeze in a bar in Argentina and someone wishes you with jet and heat. Tim, put on that sexy little red outfit me. Anyone else having trouble with bears doing drug deals in their backyards? I'm not saying this clock the wife got from Tmart is shit, but the alarm didn't go off this morning and the time is now 9:77. 9:77. Mommy. May I have a cookie? No, honey. Go to bed. But MOOM. Why not? Because you died 5 years ago. No other textbook, and possibly no other book, will ever have a better opening paragraph than Goodstein's States of Matter. 1.1 Introduction. Thermodynamics and Statistical Mechanics of the Perfect Gas. Ludwig Boltzmann, who spent much of his life studying statistical mechanics, died in 1906 by his own hand. Paul Ehrenfest, carrying on the work, died similarly in 1933. Now it is our turn to study statistical mechanics. Nintendo. Wait a minute. Me, you skipped so many classes and had detention every day. How did you get a higher grade than me? My sister. Hey. Wanna visit that old house in our neighborhood? Yep, sure. Let's go, just the two of us. It's gonna be so romantic. Finally. Boss will be so happy. Not every day we get fresh organs of a teenage girl. This kid's life force should be enough to keep me young for the next 20 years. Girls after masturbating, calm and relaxed. Boys after masturbating. I sent all of them to their death and there is nothing to show for it. I just sent billions of potential people to their death for a quick wank. They could have invented space travel, they could have explored the depths of the ocean, but instead they are inside of my cat. Daniel Yang. Thank you Carlisle High School for teaching me friendship, understanding, community, kindness, youth, optimism, and unity. You've been poisoned. I'm so glad Gaga became a legend. I remember in high school my math teacher was like, let's see where she is in 10 years, and here we are, 10 years later with Gaga being a legend and my math teacher being in jail for sleeping with students. Bless. Bill Nye fucked my mom in college. White people banned from off-campus Berkeley student housing common areas. A private housing co-op just off the University of California, Berkeley campus has banned white visitors in common areas or without consent from other tenants. The person of color theme house is a housing co-op located near Berkeley that aims to provide housing to low-income, first-generation, immigrant and marginalized students of color, according to its website. If you put a few drops of lemon in your eye, it will become green. The no smoking with kids in the car law is ridiculous, just look at them standing out there in the rain. Magic 8 Ball, am I stupid? Huh, I really like men that think ahead. Me, I already drank a liter of pineapple juice. Huh, what? Me, what? It's not an addiction until you suck dick for it. In the 1990s, a California man, Steve Comizer, began putting ads in national magazines selling solar-powered dryers for $49.95. Customers would then receive a simple clothless line in the mail. When you are behind someone at a cash machine, gently kiss their neck to let them know you are not a threat. Can't wait to gamble today. Literally shaking. That's called dedication. That's called an addiction. Buddy, I've been gambling every day for 20 plus years. It's all I think about, and I still haven't gotten addicted, so doubt it's happening. India's penetration cum blast warhead. Yes, that's the real name given by government and scientists. Penetration cum blast, PCB, warhead demo. Doctor told me to stop masturbating today. Called security to pull my pants up and dragged me out her office. Stepping out today, hijack girl. Emma Hyde Witter. In 2015, a woman named Joy Milne claimed she could smell Parkinson's disease. To test her, doctors gave her 12 t-shirts to smell. 6 of them were from Parkinson's patients. She correctly identified the 6 shirts, but also chose one from the control group. 8 months later, that person was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Is it really true you guys used to work for Hitler? No silly, we only work for villains. Masturbating while giving birth is increasingly popular. The argument for masturbating during childbirth. The delivery room staff watching me masturbate furiously while my wife gives birth. With inflation at 7.5%, you lose half your money in 9 years. The only way to outperform that consistently, that I have found, is crypto. Just this year I've already lost half my money. Nobody. Fairly Odd Parents. Hello. Chompy. You're here to save me. Using Docker Hub images. Using Minimus images. Nice try, Mark Zuckerberg. I may be single, but I'm not alone. Ahahahaha. Let's geofuck. Yes. Let's geofuck. Wuff. Ahahahaha. Just found my sister's Nintendo DS. Why is her stylist so big, laughing my ass off? Florida man breaks into jail to hang with friends. Required. Do you feel a sexual attraction towards minors, more specifically children under 14, worth 25% of your final grade? Yes. No. I grew my hair out for 3.5 years to turn into a wig for my girlfriend with alopecia. That's nothing. I grew out my penis for 30 years to give it to your mom. My nephew mad as fuck. This our 3rd time at the barber shop today. Sanana Barber Shop. I passed out like 3 times, but your birthday cake is done. What aren't people talking enough about? How 70 to 80 year olds are generally regarded as unemployable due to mental decline / skill mismatch, yet they're exclusively running the country. The Wall Street Journal. To save money, maybe you should skip breakfast. By Gabriel T. Rubin. How things change. Before the lights were on the bike. Boiled 2 eggs yesterday, ate 1 and saved the other for today, but hey. In December of 2004 I had unprotected sex, and this morning, the result of that fateful day, ate my egg without even bothering to ask. The narration. Introduction. Background story. Plot twist. Moral of the story. Hi Lauren, looking good in your pics. Would you be willing to put your children up for adoption? I want to date someone without kids, so looking for someone who is willing to free themselves of their current kids XX. In Cars 2, it's shown that there is post 9/11 airport security. Shortly after this is shown, it is revealed that passenger planes are both sentient and not controlled by a pilot, leading to the conclusion that in this universe the planes themselves were the cause of 9/11. Identity card. Name Hitendra Kumar. Designation Inspector. Identification mark mole on hole. Him, damn this pussy so good. Ha, thanks, I just got it. Him. You what? Was talking to a girl and I wasn't feeling it anymore, but she was dead nice and I didn't wanna hurt her. So I tried putting her off me by sending her a video of me having a poo. 10 minutes later she sent me one back. Houston police. Yellow cab. Choose. Be safe. Felicitades. Felicitades Ray. What a happy couple. I hope I'll be like them when I'm older. Time has frozen as I triggered this stopwatch. Click. You won't be able to move or know what's coming next. It's your fault for being so careless while walking down the street like this. Don't worry, I'll be really gentle. Ahahe. Eek. VROOM. Phew. That was a close one. If I hadn't gotten here just in time, who knows what would have happened. That truck was driving like it wanted to ice someone. Very nice. I enjoy this lunchbox. It keeps cold items very well insulated. It's also large enough to fit containers filled with nutritional leftovers made by my naked wife. Highly recommended. I always wondered what I'd look like without glasses. Can someone help? Say no more, family. Whoa. This VR is so realistic. Bank account, your current balance, £1,352. This is Jessica's father. You took my daughter virginity. Sorry sir, it won't happen again. I bought a 12-year-old whiskey. His mom was furious. Sam being able to carry Frodo and not be affected by the ring means the ring doesn't understand transitive properties, so they could have just taped the ring to a mouse and then carried the mouse with no ill effects. Whole thing would have taken 20 minutes. Surprise visit to see my girl's apartment for the first time. 1. She already has the toilet seat up for me. 2. Turn on the television, already on ESPN. 3. Look in the closet, a man so I can make a new friend. An accommodating queen. Levy, sweetheart. What is it, honey? We are having a baby. Wow. I'm gonna be a father. Girl, I love collecting things. Guy, trying to impress her, I have 692 gigabytes of porn. Me, if Frodo fit the ring perfectly into his, but would he disappear, or would his poop vanish temporarily as it passed through? The cashier at Target. When life gives you lemons. Ah. Congratulations. Dad. I golfed with a hilarious 78-year-old man, and he was dishing out life tips the whole time. The most DGAF guy I've ever met. He tells me after the round, don't talk to me in the parking lot, my wife is picking me up, and she thinks I went deaf 5 years ago. What a legend. Saw this in the wild at Walmart today. What a great snow effect they had, Indiana 1939. People who do not know. People who know. The 4 horsemen of home defense. AIDS. Warming up a spoon in the microwave. Waiting for the ice cream to get softer. Trying to scoop the ice cream while it's still cold. Alabama man gets sister pregnant after unknowingly having sex with her during furry party. This evolved into a big fucking problem. My food stamps got cut off and this is what my grocery bill looks like. How am I supposed to be able to afford this every week? How am I supposed to live? Mangus 459.0 at 1.19 546.21. Total due 785.31. Surprising my 1 millionth subscriber by taking his wife to dinner. Hi. I'm PayPal's virtual agent. To get started, simply ask me a question. I'm still learning, so if I can't help you, I'll direct you to additional resources. I got scammed. Great. How do you run out of mouthwash? You're supposed to spit it back and not drink it, lol. Guys, Simon Cowell has ran out of Listerine. Been using the same one for 4 years. IDK, what the big dealies? Spit it back in. Is everyone drinking mouthwash? You spit it down the sink, not back into the bottle. Hey, if you're not gay, my friend thinks you are cute. Here's her number. And if you are gay, here is mine. Dating Culture Indiana 2000. Hi, I really like you. Would you like to get shakes and fries? Sure. Would you come pick me up? Dating Culture Indiana 2024. If you fit my exact description and simp over me, I might text you back. If we don't mash on our first meeting, I'm swiping left. 2019 Anal Bead Tug of War Champion. The hypothalamus plays a major role in the regulation of basic biological drives related to survival, including the so-called 4Fs, fighting, fleeing, feeding, and mating. For example, when researchers lesion the lateral areas, the sides, of the hypothalamus, animals lose interest in eating. The animals must be fed intravenously or they starve, even in the presence of abundant food. In contrast, when ELAC the brain, ESB, is used to activate. This line in my textbook makes it almost worth the $160 I spent on it. Shot my first turkey yesterday. Scared the shit out of everyone in the frozen food section. An apparition appears in your room, alongside a more successful looking doppelganger of yourself. Apparition, and this is what you would be. Doppelganger, oh my god. Spare me these twisted visions, Spectre. I've learned my lesson. Both vanish. You, hey what the fuck? Did you bring any alcohol, sir? No, just water. I've never been out with a whistle before. I'm having such a great time. Me too. That's odd, this tastes funny. So what kind of whistle are you, again? My uncle, a retired fisherman, volunteered to build his first grandson's crib. There were mixed reactions. Is a 1.2 grade point average good? Hell yeah, Einstein type shit. Here's a more detailed breakdown, what a 1.2 grade point average means. Smart impact on college admissions, Harvard want you to win. Thank you Google. Sheriff Bug Richard and Sabrina in our content studio making some exclusive stuff for our OnlyFans page. 95% of profit from our OnlyFans goes directly to supporting Israel. Bought this pizza pan grabber from the local Goodwill for $2.99. Temple Run. Mega Jump. Fruit Ninja. Winning an argument online. D. Estimate the heart rate when temperature is 98.7 deg.C. 0 BPM. Been dating the same girl for 5 years and I always keep her picture in my wallet. Whenever I face difficulties in life I take out my wallet and stare at her picture. And it comforts me knowing that, if I can survive being in a relationship with this psychopath I can survive anything. Anonymous number 622,798,957, 17 minutes ago. I once pretended to have a psychotic episode and smashed a MacBook with a bat to keep my brother and his fiancée from stumbling across pictures I photoshopped of her giving birth to me. 6 replies. Brownies and downies. How do you understand this picture? You need to have a wife and hose for you to have a good balance in life. Our first client. Effective transformation. We made a total facelift, 25 PLN 000 and permanent eyebrow macup, 900ZZ. Just wait till you get to the photo caption. Me reading the title. Wait. Me reading the subtitle. Wait. LGBTQ news. Evangelical Christian furries are worried they'll be targeted for their faith. Leaders of the Christian Furry Fellowship say they could be doxxed if people discover their anti-gay beliefs. Is it harder to be a furry or a conservative Christian? Image via Shutterstock. My boyfriend pees in me and calls me his little water balloon. How to monetize your podcast by selling your recording equipment. How to monetize your podcast by selling your recording equipment. TheHeadTimes.net. I told them Mark with a C, we are back to being doomed. Kark. So the struggle is really out here. I had to take a ghetto bubble bath with dishwasher soap, then it hit me. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I started doing my dishes. Say what you want checked off my daily chores. Pineapple and non-pineapple eaters, we have to put aside our differences because we have a common enemy now. Future herpetologist. My dream job would be a herpetologist, which is the study of reptiles and amphibians. I personally just think it would be cool to hang around herpes, reptiles, and amphibians all day. Some people think herpes are gross, but I just think that they are just misunderstood. Not only has Japan's Minister of Cybersecurity never used a computer, he admitted to Parliament that he doesn't know what a USB drive is. Japan's top cybersecurity official has never used a computer. Wired.com. Thanksgiving is hard with divorced parents because they get super competitive about who gets me for dinner. Like my mom, an incredible cook, will text me a picture of her with the turkey, pecan pie, etc. but my dad will text me a picture of him with a gun in his mouth. Why we have two nostrils instead of one big hole? Popular science. Nature knows what happens to big holes. Hey chat. Look under there. Underwear. Haha, made you say underwear. You got me again. Now say home. Home. Your location is longitude -74.00. Mirror $20. For the past 20 years, I've been getting a Valentine's card from the same secret admirer. So, I was pretty sad not to get one this year. First my granny dies, now this. Service attendant jobs Glory hole attendant open lot, Las Vegas, Nevada 89103 cash pay, lots of tips, free meals. Fake sleeping in the car, so I can get carried inside. Kidnapper. Question marks. Question marks. My boyfriend took me to get unders and he wanted to embarrass me, so he said real loud, "I can't wait to rip these off with my teeth," and I replied with, "Seriously, you need to stop, you're my brother, I won." That's when you say oh. But when dad says it, it's okay. Man in Egypt burns down school after FMK fails exams. There are 21 million penguins in Antarctica and the population of Ireland is 6.6 million, so if all of the penguins in Antarctica decided to invade Ireland, each person would have to fight off over 3 million penguins. Cool that our grandpa can still play board games with us. I can hear you using your vibrator every night. If you ever want an actual person to do the job, I'm right next door. Excuse me, what the fuck are you talking about? The walls are thin, I can hear the buzzing every night. That's my electric toothbrush, you idiot. Oh well, the offer still stands. Goes to a strip club. Uses mom's credit card. Gets employee discount. So men actually masturbate before sex just to last longer? Gotta release a single before an album. Would you like to round up to the next dollar to fight children with diabetes? Sure. 43.20. Wait, a secretary. To late. 44.00. 80 cents gets you 3 minutes and a hammer. Children's diabetes battle zone. Push. I will never forget the time when I was at my friend's party, we were playing Truth or Dare, then suddenly girls dared me to go home. I just did it for some extra money during quarantine, but it took off, so I do it here and there. It's not porn, and it's fun. Don't judge me. I don't judge anyone. But we are not going to dinner anymore. Wait, why? Cause I have a fucking OnlyFans. No. I think that's pretty cool and entrepreneurial. I'm just not spending $200 and 3 hours of my night when I can see you naked for $6.99 right now. Oh my god. You dick. Name something you only find in white people's houses. Hey dad. I know I joke a lot on my posts, but on a serious note, I need everyone to wish me luck. I have a meeting at the bank later, and if it's a success, I will be out of debt and own everything I have now. I'm so excited I can barely put on my ski mask. My mom died of cancer, and I got a portrait done on my thigh. I have accidentally came on her face multiple times now. Picture this, we are on a date. I take you to a generic restaurant of your choice, then we go out for a drink. After a few I'm a bit tipsy, and we head back to my truck. Truck's on fire, you're shocked and ready to call 911. You look back at me, I have 2 marshmallows on a stick ready for roasting and more alcohol. You blush, we cuddle together as my blazing truck keeps us warm. We joke, we laugh, you're about to lean in for a kiss. I chloroform you and rob you. Wasn't even my truck anyways. Pray for my bro. Bro, I have diabetes type 1. 1. Dude, don't you think you've had enough? Pockets. I was going to donate blood today, but they always ask why too many personal questions. Like, whose blood is this, and where did you get it? Someone donates 1 kidney, and is hailed as a hero. I donate 5, and get arrested. Wishing well. I wish to be irresistible to men. Wishing well. Poof. Me, when I grow up I'm going to be a doctor. My mom. My dad. My doctor. The Avengers cast who decided to come and visit me for some reason. Guys, seriously, why is Chris Evans crying? Is he okay? My husband had a vasectomy done thinking that would keep me from getting pregnant again. But apparently it just changes the color of the baby. I destroyed some kid on FIFA and he just sent me this. I bet your dad is so disappointed. Who wants to raise a man who plays with Madrid? Do you always take the lazy way? Do you work at Target and go to the local community college? I bet he asks you how that degree is coming like 3 times a month. It's always the same though, isn't it? That tinge of shame, then a small outburst. I'm working on it, dad, and my app is gonna take off. But there is no app, is there? There's no hope. Just loneliness. No text detected in this meme. What are you gonna ask Santa for? My mom says Santa's not real. Well, my mom says you're not real. TheRisNews.com to altar boys were arrested for putting weed in the sensor burner. Wonder how brave keyboard warriors would be if they were face to face with my 6-foot son and his mates. Your ass is huge. I'm your mom. When you paid for an hour and you still have 58 minutes. Wee. Damn Fatima. Hello Ahmed. Yes. It's Fatima, I've just got my license. We are no longer together. Why are you telling me this? Just look left and right before you cross any road. May Allah protect you. I don't even know why the white man wasted their time with black slaves. Mexicans would have gotten 400 years of slavery done in 5. This is where I used to go to jerk off at the pool because I thought nobody could see me through the water. Hi. Hi. That's it? I don't generally respond to anyone who doesn't at least write a few sentences to grab my attention or make me laugh. I don't got that kinda time. Ya feel me? So I clicked on your profile fully prepared to talk some shit. And then I noticed 2 things. 1, you're a Scorpio. 2, you have a cat. And then holy shit, as I scrolled back up I noticed you have the whole trifecta thing going for you. 6 feet 4 inches is my jam. And you're 6 feet 5 inches. So hi Matthew. No thanks, you talk too much. That proud dad moment when you go to the liquor store and find your son's confiscated fake ID displayed on the wall of shame. No text detected in this meme. You all are not ready to have this conversation. Hey Mike, I've been so horny since I've met you. I've never felt like this after meeting a guy. Sorry. Who is this? I'm glad to see your phone is working. It's your window cleaner and you're due the past 3 cleans. Please settle your account before we pass it to small claim court. So how much are you selling your PC for? £1,199.99. How much RAM does it have? I don't know. It belonged to my son that passed away recently. Get a Ouija board and ask him. This could be us. Even though I was like 10 I still thought how the fuck did he pipe her? A baby is never a surprise or mistake. You had sex without a condom. What did you expect? A plasma TV. Ike 1, 50 year. Vaggy Burger 5, 50 year. Mexican. Polo. What is this? Wrong answers only. It's an old school Roomba. Pull the pin and it cleans everything in a 50-foot radius. Well yes, but actually no. Damn, I've got a lot. Any joke can be funny with the right delivery. Except for abortion jokes. Because there is no delivery. One time I changed in front of my mom and she saw a tattoo I have next to my boob and she was like, make sure your employer never sees that tattoos aren't professional, and it's like fuck, now I can't sleep with my boss without them thinking I'm unprofessional. My friend said I couldn't beat him in a race. It was a bit difficult to do it while running, but he's currently in the hospital. She's got big shoes to fill. Jessica Alba was some of the finest milk around in the early 2000s. How some of you are going to look when I become a ghost. Never buying Gatorade again, £5 bucket of fucking horse electrolytes from Tractor Supply. Never getting hungover again or being iron deficient. I'm the hashtag boss. Sipping on half of a horse dose and I feel great. My skin is fucking tingling. Apple A Day electrolyte no sugars lasts longer, finish line horse products guaranteed to work or your money back. My worst nightmare is Spotify randomly throwing out an Ed Sheeran song whilst I'm driving and then I crash and die, but it keeps playing, so the first responders think I was an Ed Sheeran fan and they tell my mum, and I end up being cremated to fucking Shape of You. Vixen's Gentleman's Club. Rare Pokemon in VIP room Asclepius. Why is Apex Legends trying so hard to be woke? There are only 2 over 25 white male character in the game. However, there is an absurd amount of female characters. There's an over-the-top gay black man, and a obnoxious amount of colored people, and I'm colored myself. It's the principle. I don't really care about characters being female, but it's a problem when it becomes so obvious Apex Legends is being abused by developers and designers to push their woke agenda. It is clearly racist and discriminatory towards white men. I've played for 2 years now, and I'm top 750, but I'm considering stopping. I like the fact Apex's minorities killing each other's not gonna lie. Dude, you are such a goated tenant. Yo, thanks beast. I'm lowering your end because you are such a chiller. Dude, fuck yeah. By the way, there's a ton of mold underneath the sink in the kitchen. Haha dude, that's fucked. I will send a guy out. Want to fuck my wife? My horny ass cannot be a Pokemon trainer. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? Why do you flatten your hair? Because the hair gets straighter and longer. Why is your dick burned? Taking date back home. Huh, you wanna get naughty? Me. Yes. Santa Claus takes off hot girl mask, you just fucked up pal. Me. What's a universal thing that most men like? I'm making a comic, but I just realized I don't actually know any men in real life. Throwing large rocks into bodies of water from great heights. I'm sorry I made the Chewbacca sound. But maybe if you shave next time. My German girlfriend likes to rate my sexual performances on a scale of 1 to 10. Last night we tried anal. She kept yelling 9. That's the best I've ever done. Neen. Neen. Why would she yell her age? No fucking way. Ronald is approaching with your order from McDonald's. We should just pin all the debt in the world to one guy and then kill him. I think you just invented Christianity. High school. Wait. Don't waste your talents. Join United States Army in Iraq. Walked in on my kid playing with these. I'm raising a little doctor. Now you raising a little serial killer. Jagalav witnesses. What noise does a cat make? Meow. Correct. What noise does a dog make? Woof woof. Awesome. Now, what noise does a cow make? Jeremy. If you even FKING think about going to the pub with your friends, you can forget about ever getting back in this house. Such a brilliant boy. You're the best son any father could have. Come here you. Now let's call your parents for the ransom money. Common child punishments for bad behavior. No games. Yelled at. No games. No video games. Starvation. Spanked. No phone. No games. Assault, all types. Abandoned. Yelled at. A friend got mad at me for smelling his sister's underwear. I don't know if it was because she was still wearing them or because the rest of the family was there. Either way it made the rest of the funeral very awkward. How I thought serial killers would look like as a kid. How I actually look like. It only takes 3 generations for you to be basically forgotten. Tell that to my great uncle, who is the reason that it's illegal to drive a tractor while drunk in the state of Kansas. My husband ran, absolutely sprinted, in from the garden, yelling my name at 8 AM so he could show me this tomato. Happy Saturday. I'm 21 and my daughter's 15. Her teachers never take me seriously. You wanna see a magic trick? Slam. Don't be an asshole, Bob. Fun fact: once, while looking for batteries, while living with my grandparents, I found double-sided anal beads. My grandparents are deeply conservative and my grandpa has been a pastor for most of his life. Got even better when her dementia started kicking in and grandma would knock on my door asking if I took her vibrator. I did take it, but that's irrelevant. You coming over? Yes haha, I wanna try this Nintendo Switch you've been hyping up. Sweet, then it's a date. A friend date. We can play Mario Kart or Smash. Yeah, I ain't gonna smash you. No, it's a game. When you kiss her and her lips taste like your homer's balls. 15-year-old boy imitates 14-year-old girl on social media to attract a pedophile, then proceeds to attack the pedophile until police arrive, where he then deliver a thumb drive of all the conversations. All while wearing a Spider-Man mask. Not bad, kid. Me wondering why daddy heats up his insulin in a spoon. Russia 24. Question mark question mark question mark. Big Dick Club. Big Dick Club. Why do guys always announce when they are going to come? I've never had that happen to me. That's why you have a child in your profile photo. My favorite Greek ruins. Their economy. Yo, my boyfriend is so abusive. Are you okay? I have a boyfriend. Stop texting me. I hope he beat your ass again. This onion won't make me cry. If they wanted to talk to you, they'd initiate the conversation once in a while. You're just annoying them, and they are only responding to be polite. 3 rules. No wishing for death, no falling in love, no bring back dead people. I want Reese's cups to moan when I take their little panties off. There are 4 rules. Hey John, I've been so horny since we last spoke. I've never felt like this after meeting a guy. Sorry, who is this? I'm glad your phone is working. It's Steve, your plumber. I have sent multiple overdue invoices, final notices, and called numerous times now. Please pay the invoice before I take legal action. AI will take your job. Meanwhile, AI mother finds out her son's bride is her long lost daughter on their wedding day after spotting birthmark on her hand, but marriage goes ahead because the groom had been adopted. Stop moving it. You're just trying to freak me out. I'm not moving it. Yes you are. Did you say something, sweetie? Army, your nickname reflects poorly on us, or we are changing it to something like Raven or Switch Knife. Me, no. Hostage killer is good. Murderer, any last words? Me, thanks. Murderer, you okay? Murderer. Me. My mom, why don't you like sleeping at grandma's? Grandma's house. My boyfriend went to his ex's house and they got into a fight and that crazy bitch scratched the hell out of him. I'm just glad he's okay. How I thought serial killers would look like as a kid. How I actually look like. Is inflation affecting your family? No. 124%. Yes. 195%. They offered you $80 hours to clean the cemetery alone 10 PM to 5 AM. You're taking the job. $80/hours. You gmfu thinking I'ma refuse that. Shit, I'm making sure each one of those tombs are spotless with the finest holy water. Annabelle Trina visit her friend? Aisle 6 row 3 bro. Might get haunted, but I'm leaving each shift in a Bentley with Casper and his home is in the back. If you could eat one food from any animated movie, what would it be? Mine is the eggs from Shrek. Daphne's us from Scooby-Doo. Tits or ass? Actually I prefer personality. This is actually incredibly ableist. Some of us have personality disorders. You need to learn to appreciate my titties. I relate to Grievous a lot, because as Obi-Wan pops up and pulls out a lightsaber, the first thing Grievous does is get naked. 69% of high schoolers say they feel soothed when lunch ladies call them sugar or baby. Nice. They really are good kids, most of them. This one time I heard a student called gay for wearing a fedora in my lunch line by a group of athletes. I wasn't mad at them though, low-key, that hat was gay as hell. I ended up giving him a few extra nuggets, because I felt bad for him. I'm always nice to the quiet white boys anymore, because you never know when they fixing to snap. Monique Williams, Ellis cafeteria worker. When you're trying to make a sex tape, but your man nuts early, so now it's a gif. I thought my vasectomy would keep my wife from getting pregnant, but apparently it just changes the color of the baby. Do men look at their wife's face during sex? I did once, and she looked very angry. She was looking from the window. Are you a terrorist? Yes. No. What's your biggest fear? Being forgotten. What's yours? Hello. Average temperature Japan. 1900, 1925, 1950, 1975, 2000. A Utah mom wrote a kid's book about grief after her husband's death. Now she's charged with his murder. Are you with me? Man pays over $200 to ship Texas dirt to Italy for son to be born over Texas soil. You are just so handsome. If it were the 1800s I'd buy you to save you. You know it's February, right? I kicked a pregnant woman once. What the hell is wrong with you? When I was in the womb, chill Motherfucker. Holla. Yo, shadow look like I'm about to cast a spell. I can't believe I need to say this. You're not going to find your wife in any of these places. Nightclubs, bars, Tinder. She's going to be here, libraries, gyms, coffee shops. I don't know man, I found your wife on Tinder. Another thing crossed off the list. People I hate, Adam. That guy that sneezed on me. Richard. Dude with the leaf blower. Margaret. I hate to be a stickler, but why is Jesus wearing a cross? I'm afraid to tell you this. The circled region has too many countries, they should merge some of them. My neighbor got a paint gun from Harbor Freight, and he's painting vehicles now. So, if you need a custom paint job, he's very reasonable. Bro, I offered this bitch some noodles after 6, and she had the nerve to say, so everything's 2 minutes here. I've been suicidal since then. A new study shows marrying your first cousin is not as bad as it seems. Birmingham, Alabama. If you ever see a girl walking alone at night, don't walk towards her, that may scare her, and it's really creepy. Instead, sprint on all fours at her. This makes you resemble a friendly dog. Girls love dogs, she will know are there to protect her, and she will feel safe. Nagasaki. Nagasaki is a Japanese port city that was founded by the Portuguese in the late 16th century and unfounded by the United States on August 9, 1945. I'm not on the pill. You better be shooting blanks. Me. I will not let you drive Hot Wheel cars across my breasts. Why that look like my GF lol? Wait a minute. How are we supposed to sample this? And why is she wearing gloves? President's spokesman says he can't speak for the president. Always remember the tiny details of your outfit before making an announcement via social media. Would you rather kill your best friend for $10 million? Be killed and end all world hunger? I'm sorry, little one. Laughing my ass off. Wait. NOOOO. From a utilitarian perspective, the choice to end world hunger is the logically superior one as it maximizes global well-being, even if it requires the sacrifice of a single individual or a friendship. Gas costs more than it did and I'm legend it's ugly outside. Mobile Sully 663 specs up, 695, 687. When you haven't seen B in 5 weeks, and it slides in easy. Oh no. Laughing out loud at these pics from America's Got Talent. Eliminated. 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 When schools reopen in September. Roses are red, pussies are tight. Drunk man has sex with snowman, loses penis to frostbite. Johnny Depp with animals. What's the first thing you do after sex? Give her a nice kiss on the cheek, grab a towel for her, and wipe her down. Tell her I love her, and then carefully put her back in her box. Sorry, but artificial intelligence cannot attend art school. How to punish a dog. Part 1. Flashbang him. Found these funky designer bath bombs. Might crack one open tonight. Review later. When the dentist's punk ass assistant ain't doing their one job with a suction tube, so you're just there like. Out of all the captions, that cold bean put with that picture I'm so glad it's that one. Grandmother discovers she's been growing cannabis by accident. Does her face look like she was growing that on accident? Wait a minute. I always thought this invisible guy on the Powerpuff Girls was just funny because he's obviously dressed as a pimp, but it only now occurs to me that maybe it's not an invisible dog he's got on a leash. Realization. So our local children's hospital recently redecorated, but I'm not too sure they really thought things out. Literally any other color would've been a better choice, guys. If you want to use a word, I know all the ones you've heard. Dictionary. I've got synonyms galore, so come with me and we'll find more. Thesaurus. If you'd like to know more details, look within my lengthy sheets. Encyclopedia. If you. In the. Nope, no. Urban Dictionary, com. Sierra. GMC. California Smalp. I asked my friend how his date last night was. He sent this image to me. I don't get it. Didn't see that coming. I dated this blind girl till she broke up with me a few weeks ago. Guess who's back with a different voice? Please, when using the stairs, stay to the right when going up, stay to the left when going down. This will keep people from running into each other. Me as kid. Finland. Yes, it exists. Peaceful little country. Me now. Highest suicide rate. Also the happiest country. If the sad kill themselves, only the happy will prevail. The end slices of bread watching me walk in the door with a new loaf. I'm gay. Laughing my ass off. I'm not actually gay. My boyfriend took my phone and tweeted that. Celebrating my wife being cancer free tonight. Yay baby. Perdomo Lot 23. Placentia Alma del Campo. How that one cousin be looking at you across the dining table at Thanksgiving. Only traumatized people will get this picture. 1 cup. Safety reminder. During earthquakes. You may have heard of it and may have wondered why people would want to freeze their condoms. Why some people refrigerate their condoms before use. Who wore it better, Taylor Swift or my dad? My sister accidentally sent me photos of her playing Twister with her boyfriend along with some nudes. She told me she would give me a BJ if I didn't tell anyone, and now I don't know what to do. Robin Hood hands over stolen fortune. Here you are, my poor friend. Friend, wow thanks. I'm rich. Robin narrows eyes. You're what? Little beaver lift. All female crew makes history operating Utah ski lift. Male nurse set off fire alarm to watch co-worker's breasts bounce as she evacuated. Excuse me, what the fuck? Short hair Cammy. We censoring armpits now. I'm guessing because there's weird people on Twitter. Yeah, me uncensor them. See you in hell, you stupid fruit. Corporations the day after Pride ends. Capan Hill. Tour 2022. I'm 22 but have the body of a 16-year-old. Prove it. I don't wanna walk all the way over to my freezer RN lol. What? No text detected in this meme. Jumping off buildings. How high is too high? How it works. In. How high is too high? Man gets plastic surgery and name change to date his ex-girlfriend after she obtains restraining order. A New Jersey man who went to great lengths to try and win back his ex-girlfriend despite a court restraining order was arrested this morning after his plot was discovered. 40-year-old James Mack from. Me when I'm crossing the street and a car acts like they're not gonna stop. Is there any way to develop autism on purpose? I was talking to my buddy whose uncle has autism and he said that having autism is kinda similar to a psychedelic/hallucinogen trip with crazy visuals and stuff like that. I kinda wanna try this out for myself. Anyone know if there's a way to develop autism later in life? I'm 18 meters. Is that too late? I've tried playing Minecraft and wearing glasses but nothing seemed to work. Any help appreciated. Hey, you're that guy who was on that island. I said no talking. Put this on. Just got the new camo sprayed onto the gun. I'm at the bus station and more than confused. He took the risk. Did you know, a group of ferrets is called a business, a group of gorillas is called a band, a group of sexists is called gamers. Epic, but we are actually racists. How I made it $150k trading. 1. Took a small loan of $300k from my dad. 2. Put it into high risk shitcoins. 3. Lost half, got scared, decided it was time to cash out. 4. Blocked my dad's number. 5. Net profit of $150k secured. Mom, why don't you add mushrooms to the pizza? Me, sure, the whole family after dinner. Concern seems logical. Labor description. Diagnostic, phone charger does not work. Technician, none. Diner. Waitress, cops, and kids 5 and under eat for free. Me, discreetly nudging my 6-year-old. My 6-year-old shoots a dog. Shut up. On your knees for daddy. Struggles to get out of my wheelchair. That's right. You crippled bitch. I'm your dirty little vegetable. $4.50. $5.97. The 4 horsemen of getting the job done. Japanese trap tuber busted for being a real girl, causing outrage among trap-loving fans. What? I can't believe I was in love with a chick. I feel so bad for Opera. She has the worst luck in picking friends. I want a Barbie and a G.I. Joe for my birthday. Doesn't Barbie come with Ken? No, she comes with G.I. Joe. She fakes it with Ken. Okay, so my family is definitely racist. Started dating an Asian girl recently and decided to bring her home to meet my family. The kids wouldn't even speak to her and my wife told me to pack my shit and leave. There's always one. You haven't heard some weird shit until you fuck a deaf girl. Sounded like I was beating a baby seal. That's not true. I have fucked a few of them and they don't really make any sounds. Oh whoops, never mind, I misread. It says deaf. Kanye West shares list of everyone he's beefing with. Kanye beefs Taylor Swift vertical bar, Nike vertical bar, Kim K vertical bar, his cousin vertical bar, Wiz Khalifa vertical bar, Jay Z vertical bar, Kid QD vertical bar, Billie Eilish vertical bar, Peppa Pig vertical bar, Pete Davidson vertical bar, Drake vertical bar, AJ vertical bar, Justin Timberlake vertical bar, Jimmy Kimmel vertical bar, South Park vertical bar, Deadmore 5 vertical bar, Beyonce vertical bar, Bruno Mars vertical bar, J. Cole vertical bar, Travis Scott vertical bar, Harriet Tubman vertical bar, Louis Vuitton vertical bar, CEO of Zappos vertical bar, Evelyn Evil vertical bar, Dennis Haysbert vertical bar, Amber Rose vertical bar, MTV vertical bar, Beck vertical bar, George Bush Jr. vertical bar, ADL vertical bar, TMZ vertical bar, American Music Awards vertical bar, 50 Cent vertical bar, Kris Jenner. Monopoly for millennials. Forget real estate. You can't afford it anyway. Hilton manager arrested after breaking into guest's room to suck his toes, police. Old guy, can I get a discount? I served in WW2. Cashier, yes sir, of course. Old guy, dank. Everyone in the store. It is my fault for learning the English language. Please get help. Born to be your lover. Forced to be your mother. Maybe in another life. Maybe in another life. I'm 22 but have the body of a 16-year-old. Prove it. I don't wanna walk all the way over to my freezer right now laughing out loud. What? Holiday time tree there or? Holiday time tree there or? 911, what's your emergency? Day 1 at the gym. Let's start the workout. Kylie Jenner confirms again, I have never had plastic surgery in my life. And I'm a virgin. That's a firm handshake for a lady. That's a small bulge for a man. Your mom didn't think so. My mom died. Of exhaustion. See you Monday. Florida zoo fires zookeeper after she was caught moaning in lunchroom while chimpanzee sucked on her toe. I knew it was gone be crazy when I read Florida. When the kids have seen mommy and daddy playing. Shout out to my lawyer. I was facing 30 days in jail, but he got me 9 years of probation. What does the red light on my ground means? After spending 6 years in prison, this man finally got to see his 5-month-old son. What a moment. Bro been buying me drinks all night. What a nice guy. Yushi is online. Bro, what should I do? Send nudes. You first. Send it to her. Fucking idiot. DAB. Drugs are bad. Look at his eyes. This hot dog is high as a fucking kite. He smoked all the drugs to save us. I don't answer my texts sometimes because my phone often gets seized by frogs. I'll get it back for you, don't worry. I'm a genie and I will grant you 3 wishes. I wish for my schizophrenia to end. I found out my husband was a portable document format file. I found out my husband is gay. I found out my boyfriend is gay. I found out my girlfriend is homeless. I found out my boyfriend is married. I found out my husband is cheating. I found out my husband has a secret family. I found out my wife and I are related. 2 girls pH 9413 1168. 1 coffee cup, cafe and bar. Sucks when I'm about to have sex and she says please, don't break my heart, and I have to reassure her that my penis will not reach that far. Fuck today, pay tomorrow. Market conditions are bad in all sectors. They are literally incompatible. They are not biologically designed for each other. This is what me and the boys biologically did to your mom last night. Me finds my first fossil, everybody at the cemetery. That person over there, that's Fredwood. That person Fredwood. Yes, that's very good, well done. That's amazing, it can actually talk. Now I don't have to worry about losing my certificate. That person Fredwood. That person Fredwood. That person Fredwood. Best friend Fred. Shaggy. Dragon Age, the Veal Good will have a photo mode at launch, so you can finally take a close-up of the taint. Ever been to Antarctica? No, while laughing my ass off. Same here, we have so much in common, we should fuck. Hello Bryce, miss and love you so much, I can't wait to see you this weekend, I have money for you. I met these pretty Jewish girls, and I told them that you are circumcised, and they loved it. Just imagine beautiful Jewish Catholic babies, it is what Jesus would have wanted. Forgiveness, love you, miss you, grandma. Grandma what? 6 GENERATIONS of women in the same family. Baby Miller arrival makes Scots woman nation's only great gran. A family from Edinburgh has become one of only a handful across the UK to have 6 generations alive at the same time. And thanks to the birth last month of the latest generation, Mary Marshall, 86, has become Scotland's only great gran. Mary, 86, with Rose, 68, Cheryl, 50, Carrie, 35, Tony, Leigh, 17, and 2-week-old Miller. 2 weeks. 86 years, 68 years, 50 years, 35 years, 17 years. Yes. No. Do you like anyone? Yeah, you. I have a boyfriend. Yeah, you. Oh haha. Thank God. Yeah, no, I'm single, and I don't have anyone I like. Giancarlo Esposito. Los Palos Hermanos. Los Palos. Ma'am, link is not working. Ma'am. I'm also pregnant, ma'am. Bro, it is present, not pregnant. Congratulations, bro. 7, 9, 6, 11. 11. At the altar. Leans in for a kiss. Priest, the bride, sir. I believe Japan doesn't yet understand Christmas. My teacher got angry because I asked him when the next robbery is. This is how passengers were evacuated from the Delta Airlines plane. Jonathan Simpson is the pilot with more than 420 hours of flight time in 69 types of aircraft. His action today at the airport of Toronto in Canada saved 80 passengers on board. It's been 15 years and the lifeless CGIs in the Polar Express still freak me out. No phones in the bathroom. If you are in the bathroom for more than 10 minutes, a manager will conduct a smell test, and if they do not smell any number 2, you will be written up. Management. My husband and I have a secret to making our marriage last. Twice a week we go to a nice restaurant, drink a little wine, eat good food, and enjoy companionship. He goes on Tuesdays, I go on Fridays. Hey sweetie, will your friends come over? Yes dad, I already told mom about it. Why? I'm charging the microphones in your room. I know you and your friends love to sing. What microphones? These, my love. Got a new car. Sofa cum bed $20 Description. Move out sale. Pick up today please. Tomorrow the 7th of December 2024 parent teachers meeting will be held in Av Hall from 11 am to 12 pm. Inform you parents. What travels through the alley and has many holes? My parents. Oh god, no. I meant the bowling ball. Sorry. Hold on, why is the hole so small? So, Peach, we've been hanging out a lot the past few years and I don't know, like, what are we? Thanks to AI and stable diffusion, I was finally able to restore this only photo we had of our late uncle. Personality. Shout out to Texas for banning Instagram filters. I now see how serious the threat is. Hey Freerun. Come take a look at this. What's that? Come closer. You'll see. BOOO. Bruh, why the fuck is this in YouTube? 10 hours of soft lolly breathing. 10 hours, 7 minutes and 18 seconds. You watched it all. No text detected in this meme. Bookstore suspicious. How to make friends. Make friends. My boyfriend has the same name as my brother, so when we fuck and I scream his name I remember my boyfriend. Mom, I will hang out with my friends. Okay. Use protection. Mom please. I'm 16. And I'm 32, what's your point? Honey? What are you? I just wanted to give you a little surprise. That's it. It can't be. I think I forgot the protection. Hey. Here's one I had left over. Oh, thank you. So why would McDonald's cast a clown as their mascot? Is it because they are nothing but a joke? Farewell my little princess of the sea. Farewell. I love you dad, I love you mom. She thinks I'm dead. Hired a new driver today. Had all the right qualifications. Camel towing. 480-220-3634. I remember my first apartment had this beautiful gay couple living upstairs. They didn't get after it much, but it was so loud when they did. I'm talking an hour straight every time. This dude's dick must double as a metronome, that's how his timing was. And it was directly above my bed. I must admit that I was chronically single at the time and I may have once or twice heard them getting after it and played along. Weird, but hey, if you're going to loudly fuck, I'm going to listen. Couple months later they invited me over for a drink. Found out they had their laundry machine right above my bed. Turns out, they were just platonic roommates and I jerked off to their washing machine. I run every day for 15 minutes. If I miss a day I add 15 minutes to the next day. This has truly been a game changer. Tomorrow I'm supposed to run for 3 months. For the past 20 years I've received a Valentine's card from the same secret admirer. So I was pretty upset when I didn't get one this year. First my granny dies and now this. I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? My cancer won guys. Goodbye. I caught 2 kids smoking pot outside my office. 15 minutes later my boss caught me and 2 kids smoking pot outside my office. R/roast. I'll make this easy on you. I like your pride shirt. I sent an email to a candidate to let them know that they were not selected to move forward to interview. They responded with this image, nothing else. Lol. Brilliant and original, or unprofessional. Why though? Doctor asks to take schizophrenia pills. Patient, prove they are not poisoned. Doctor takes the pill. Patient disappears. Doctor What's up ching chang? Oh my god, that's so racist. I'm not racist, because racist is a crime and crime is for black people. Directed by Robert B. Weird. Jesus sealing the deal for all hotels to have his book in the bedside drawer. Man adopted at birth discovers he has been married to sister for 6 years. No airbags. We die like real men. Your wife says that you never buy her flowers. Is that true? To be honest, I didn't even knew she sold flowers. Software update tonight. iOS 15.6.1 is available and will be installed later tonight. Your village is being raided by iOS. Can I take this medicine with diarrhea? You can. But I'd strongly advise you to do it with water, ma'am. There has got to be a better way to display children's clothes. Friend, I'm sorry about your loss. How did your dad pass away? Me, Viagra overdose. Friend, sorry to hear that, must have been hard for your mother. Friend. Me. Awesome. Japanese Subarashi. Examples of awesome. The awesome power of the atomic bomb. The band is truly awesome. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for 1500 calories. 124 trillion calories. I finally decided to do something about my depression. I will go and have fun all by myself on a roller coaster. I'm about to bust. Consider this a fucking warning. Oops, wrong person. Who is the right person? So my teacher tried to lighten the mood about the hurricane. I turned myself into a Hurricane Morty. I'm Hurricane Rick. Every company after Pride Month is over. Later homo. What in the sweet home? My auntie, you don't have a girlfriend yet? Me, no. Auntie. My cousin. Took me a while to realize why our relatives would never bother me and my cousin at Christmas dinners. We were both single and spent most of our days with each other till we were 19. Didn't realize how many eyebrows we were raising. To be fair, we did like the same movies, video games, books, music, humor, and sex positions, so is it really that odd that we enjoyed spending time with each other? Alabama man gets sister pregnant after unknowingly having sex with her when she cosplays as Marissa. CBS News point us. What are you gonna ask Santa for? My mom says Santa's not real. Well, my mom says you're not real. Shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Blue power. Red power. Green power. We. Please have ticket or ass ready. Hope I got my ticket. Hey dude, you're a bad person, right? Yeah, why? Check out my new wine opener. It's a duck. Ornithologist's curse of knowledge. Mommy, what's a dinosaur? Dinosaurs are big reptiles. We are their closest living ancestors. Wow. I want to be a dinosaur someday. Anything is possible, dear. Great farms dino nuggets, young, tender meat. Amber Heard verdict sends a message to black women everywhere. If the mistreatment of a wealthy blonde-haired, blue-eyed white actress is ridiculed by the world, what does that mean for black women? By Candace McDuffie. Actor Amber Heard hugs her attorney Elaine Brederhoft after she testified in the courtroom in the Fairfax County Circuit Courthouse in Fairfax, Virginia, Thursday, May 26, 2022. Photo. The Marines don't have any race problems. They treat everybody like they're black. General Daniel Chappie James Jr., United States Air Force, circa 1970. If anyone knows of somebody eating Christmas dinner alone with no family or friends, can you please let me know? I need to borrow some chairs. You will marry me. And I'm about food. Yes, I got pregnant after having a train ran on me. Don't care how you all feel about it. If it's a boy, name it Thomas, please. Sea turtles can live 4 years. What's the secret to a long life? A burden-free life. Mommy. Nope. Grandma. We are here. You said you want to be surrounded by loved ones when you die. We didn't even know you were sick. Not a dime saved for retirement at 31 years old. I feel like our generation faces an uphill battle with retirement. Anyone in the same boat? How are we as a generation supposed to save for retirement while also struggling to afford life? Small increments add up. Commit to $1 per day or equivalent. By the time you're 70, with contributions and interest, you'll have enough money saved up for assisted suicide. My dog ate my homework. Homework: bring your kitty to school. Are there any cheap drones that can carry a lot of cargo? Is there any security when driving into Times Square? What place in the United States of America has the most people gathered? Are the Australian bulldog ants hard to breed? What is the most aggressive and venomous? People were shocked when this beautiful girl went viral for a cat mistaking her dress for a heated table. He's actually a 48-year-old Japanese singer, father, and model. You met a girl. She's goth. She's thick. She's a gamer. She has a boyfriend. You are her boyfriend. You wake up. She's in your bed. But dead. The body's still warm. Horrible service. Took them 15 minutes to give me a Diet Coke. The people in the back were messing around and talking about cutting each other's legs off. Horrible place. Don't recommend. Tree and Bill Cosby restaurant and dance bar. What gets better with age? Daddy's belt. It's delicious. And you're sure they grow back. Every time. Police department shooting range. So who was your first kiss? Katy Perry. Readers added context. The contestant, Benjamin Glaze, has confirmed being asked for his consent prior to kissing Katy Perry and said he did not feel sexually assaulted. The only sexual offender in this video is Benjamin himself, who has been arrested for child pornography. Heartwarming. This 2-year-old's family couldn't afford his $20,000 electric wheelchair, and their insurance didn't cover it. So, a high school robotics team burned down the insurer's headquarters. Megaman. Chica Fujiwara. Astolfo. What's 1 plus 1? The sum of 1 plus 1 is 2. Are you sure? Isn't the answer 3? Are you high? Funny how drinking 8 cups of water a day seems impossible. But 8 beers and 7 shots in 2 hours go down like a fat kid on a seesaw. Hey. Hey. I know I'm not your type, but do you still want to cuddle? Tonight on Fox News, more straight men being seduced by goth femboys. What if your first name was Holden and your last name was Berries and you be like, I'm Holden Berries, and everyone would think you're holding berries, laughing my ass off? Excuse me, sir. I feel attacked. Doctor, you need to eat healthy. Me, no. Doctor, the last patient who didn't change their diet after I suggested it died. Me, oh my goodness. Doctor, in a plane crash. Me, that sounds unrelated. Doctor, I'm the one that crashed it, do not disobey me. Online death certificate request. Step 1. Who is on the death certificate? The person listed on the death certificate is myself. Someone else. Young man forced to post a photo of his passport on Facebook to prove his real name is fuck that bitch. After his account is banned 3 times. Bitch fuck that Australian, the 3rd of January 1992. I wonder what song she was singing that made her cry so much. Temu's got your back with incredible deals. Whether it's for work or play, our product. 50 feet 1/2 inch solid core drain cleaning cable auger S. Temu. When me and my crush are having fun on the bed and she says be gentle, it's my first time. It broke my heart to hear that I was adopted. In A Bug's Life, 1998, Manny the magician married a moth instead of another praying mantis, and thus became the oldest male of his species. Andrew Free, man high on meth, fights off 15 police officers while masturbating. When you used your mom's toys and gave the whole family chlamydia, but afraid to tell them. I can't go to the mall because everyone thinks I'm Taylor Swift. I accidentally broke my thermometer and this liquid came out. It's so fun to play with. It dawned on me today that when my son wants to talk about Pokemon, he doesn't really want to talk about Pokemon. What he wants is to share his excitement and knowledge. What he wants is to bond with his dad. What he wants is quality time together. Still, it's a hard no. Stop right there, pedophile. Oh, don't worry officer, my girlfriend is actually 1000 years old. Exactly my point, kid. Stay safe. Tesla cars can now diagnose themselves and pre-order parts if needed. Imagine checking your account to find out your car ordered itself new tires. I'd be sick. Or you miss a car payment and it drives itself back to the dealership. TikTok would also be a great name for a senior citizens dating app. As he breathes of me. He's still hard, and I feel a slight release as his cock twitches with his release. He fucked me and made me come, and I never told him to stop. I thought if I lay there silently and didn't look at him, it would be what he wanted, but no. He wanted me to tell him how much I liked it. He wanted me to participate in. I think she is reading. Or oh my god, my heart's so cute. Wait mom, what are you reading? Laughing my ass off. Free Wi-Fi. Scan quarter code to connect. Facial recognition platform misidentified dozens of politicians as criminals. I think the system works. I don't know if I should say hi to her, ask for an autograph, or report her to the museum. Internet hole. Internet Chan. Please don't look. Cheap food is not good. Good food is not cheap. Credit card declines the therapist. Jump. You will never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today, I operated on a little girl. She needed O blood. We didn't have any, but her twin brother has O blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood and he asked, so when will I die? He thought he was giving his life for hers. Thankfully, they both died. Me, well look who came by for a little sucky sucky. Vampire, don't say it like that. Graphic designer cum animator. My 3-year-old asked how long he had to wait until he could stop listening to me. I told him he had to listen to me for the rest of his life. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, I'll listen to you for the rest of your life. Toddlers are cold-blooded, man. If they are not comfortable with this at first, try using a facet cloth to cover the face and then pour the water over, eventually moving the facet cloth away. If your child is still not comfortable, get them to hold the face cloth and pour the water over themselves. Teaching your kids to put their face in the water, vertical barking swim. This is going to sound sloppy mushy, but the best sex I ever had was with my husband. I was tired with Christmas prep and wanted to stay in. He wanted to go pubbing with his work crew. I went to bed early, but left our sign that it'd be okay to wake me up. He actually came home early and took me up on the offer. We'd been married 20 years at that point. But the stars aligned and we felt like teenagers. Went at it, laid naked together talking and laughing, just held each other and did nothing all night long. I remember looking at him sideways all the next day, catching him watching me. Both of us wondering where the heck that came from. He died the next day, causes unrelated to overexertion, and I still think of that night as the greatest gift of our entire marriage. Once in a lifetime. Wait, what? Teachers union officials extremely proud of deal to lay off white teachers first. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will be judged by the color of their skin, not by the content of their character. No more unknown chemicals in my food. I'm growing my own vegetables and cooking them in my home. Finally taking charge of my health. With this ingenious trick you can easily smuggle a candy bar into a United States cinema. Hey there, beautiful. You single? No. Heh. Oh really? That's not what your 2017 taxes say. Don't move bitch, this is an audit. The perfect dad doesn't exist. Me. I love my dad. Durex. How to punish a dog. Flashbang him. When you're using your phone camera as mirror while shaving balls and see a bunch of likes floating on the screen. Time to put into practice everything my father taught me. What did your father? Steve. Do men look at their wife's face during sex? I did once, and she looked very angry. She was looking from the window. Bro code number 1. If bro dies while weightlifting, put more weight on the bar then call 911. Your child is being eaten by a camel. Do you A. Save your child or B. Take a photo? Japanese food looks so tasty. Do real kids actually not like broccoli? It seems to be a trope for characters to hate it, but I loved eating broccoli and other vegetables as a kid. I was poor, so we had nothing but microwave shit and ramen. I didn't try broccoli until I was in junior high, and I was so surprised at how good it tasted. My friend's mom had made broccoli and cheese. I ate about 3 servings and told her how it was my first time to try it. I told them how cartoons always told me it would taste so bad. I wish I could have fucked my friend's mom. Study. 70% of men would rather die early than give up meat. An overwhelming majority of men would rather die young than give up eating meat. Yes. When you are in a threesome with your homie and his girl, and he starts spreading your cheeks. Peter. Stop. Stop. It's me. I'm sorry, little one. But I'm hungry. Apparently when you order a create your own pizza you have to tell them to put cheese and sauce on it. Proof that cats exist in both solid and liquid states. X. Review of Earth. Stonehenge. Easter Island. Illuminati. Stay right where you are. Israeli hiker dies after slipping off cliff at Hitler's eagle's nest. Adi Mas, 30, falls to his death while climbing to popular tourist site in southern Germany. 6,000,001. Be careful where you shop online. We ordered a German Shepherd and now this guy lives with us. Creativity, problem solving. How to have fun when you're an introvert. Spits mouthful of blood onto floor. You've become far more powerful since we last crossed paths. Dentist, please stop, there's literally a sink right next to you. Self-portrait, film. Self-Portrait was a 1969 film made by the artist Yoko Ono. Premiering at the Institute of Contemporary Arts in London on the 10th of September 1969, the 42-minute film consisted of a single shot of her husband John Lennon's semi-erect penis. R/too high. My stepdad's hot wife thinks this is perfect. You get a role in Born. You're the husband leaving for work. When you do not speak Dutch, this sign looks terrifying. She is asking for this one, please. Mama, die. Alsjeblieft. Nutritia. Well, I finished skinning all the potatoes. Only one more thing to skin. My favorite in the genre, the guy who walks around with 99 phones in a wagon to create traffic jams and wars. My homie said ever since he put a Blue Lives Matter sticker on the back of his car he ain't got pulled over since. Car ain't been registered in 4 years and he said they just honk their horn and wave every time. Few would understand. My horny ass couldn't be a brain surgeon. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I have no gaydar whatsoever. One of my roommates for 2 years in college was gay and I had no idea. I kept trying to hook him up with girls. Makes sense why he would always try and make direct eye contact every single time we were jerking each other off. Hey bro. Who this? This is her's boyfriend. Who are word what's up? I'm going to be straight up with you. I know you her side nigga and been seeing her. I'm cool with that. She happy, I'm happy, because I'm fucking with someone else too, so I was fixing to ask if you can chill with her on Saturday, so I can take my other girl out. I work at a bank and this lady came in with a $150,000 check and to make conversation I was like, oh wow, I wish I had one of these. Then she did a Swiss, like it's a life insurance check. I would rather have the person. Reproduction and responsibility. Sperm here. Egg here. Hi manuscript egg. Hello Mr. Sperm. Health center. All for health towards health for all. Hey, are you falling asleep? Yes, now shut up. You are driving. A Pakistani man named Satarbaksh opened a cafe shop with a Starbucks logo with his face on it and named it Satarbaksh. Starbucks sued him and they lost because he said that's my name and face in the logo. Satarbaksh Cafe. For $250 an hour I will pose as a couples therapist and convince your loved one they are wrong about everything. He grew up. Turns out we underestimated how many of you love Mexican pizza, 7x more than we expected, to be exact. We are working as fast as we can to restock Mexican pizza ingredients. We'll need some time to replenish our supplies, but when it comes back, we promise it's here to stay. We'll be ready. Finally bringing you home, bud. Damn, we need to play. This is literally my dead dog. Baby born from 3 people's DNA in UK first. Would a gay shop owner decline service to someone because they were straight? No. Because gay people aren't fucking assholes. Well. Technically. Your baby is so cute. How old is it? 32 months. Oh, you like math. Determine the velocity. My brother is the best cook because with 2 eggs, 1 sausage, and a little bit of milk, he can fill my tummy for 9 months. Mom, we have guests, and I turned on some anime for their children on your computer. Me, but I don't have any Annie. I recently spent $6,500 on this registered Black Angus bull. I put him out with a herd, but he just ate grass and wouldn't even look at a cow. I was beginning to think I had paid more for that bull than he was worth. Anyway, had the vet come and take a look at him. He said the bull was very healthy, but possibly just a little young, so he gave me some pills to feed him once per day. The bull started to service the cows within 2 days. All my cows. He even broke through the fence and bred with all of my neighbor's cows. He's like a machine. I don't know what was in the pills the vet gave him, but they kind of taste like peppermint. People who are offended when I breastfeed in public need to STFU. What I'm doing is natural and strengthens the bond between me and my dog. You did great in the fight, so I will promote you. Really, I'm gonna be a general. No. My wife. Chess Grandmaster Hans Niemann categorically denies using vibrating sex toys to cheat in the sport. Hans Niemann waits his turn to move during a second round chess game against Jeffrey Zion on the second day of the St. Louis Chess Club Fall Chess Classic in St. Louis, Missouri on October 6, 2022. Oh god, oh fuck. Duolingo. Looks like you forgot your Spanish lessons again. You know what happens now. ADT. Intruder alert. Backdoor. Proceed with caution.